All right. What's up, everyone? Let me know if you can hear me. We were streaming a couple nights ago during the storm. What's up, Shirley? And I saw KK was in here first. Welcome. But yeah, give me a little thumbs up if you can hear. We had a storm going on. Do you ever have pest issues with greens or other hydroponic plants when you have them outside? Not much. We have a whole lot of lizards here. We're in Florida, and I don't do anything with any of the plants in that. I don't put any kind of herbicide or pesticide on, and I let everything just kind of go like nature. If you're standing out there for any length of time, the lizards are so used to you, they'll run up and run right across your feet and grab a bug. So they're kind of our pest control. As far as like white flies, things like that, once in a while we'll get those with anything that's like cabbage, any of the brassicas and that. And what I usually do is, like, when they first start getting on, if you notice just a couple, we'll just take the hose and kind of just wash them off. If it's something a little bigger like kale or cabbage, when it gets about that size, the microgreens, you can't really hose them off, right? But if they get a little bigger, I'll hose them off. But if they're small, like the microgreens, I'll see which plant like the most attracted to. I'll take that one and move it out away from everything else, because something was attracting the plants to the pest to that one, and I'll let the pest go to that one. I won't take it and like get rid of it, because then the pest will go find somewhere else to go. So I call those my sacrificial plants. So I'll take something and move them out. So we'll have like our main garden area, and then out in the perimeter, we'll have whatever plants. If we do get a little pest, we take those and push those out. Hi, Mike. I'm Brent. I like the new video. Big help for the beginner. Thanks for the rings, too. Hey, awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, and let's see, that's YouTube. If anybody on Facebook has seen the new video, I just dropped it a couple hours ago, let me know, because it's not showing on my end. And usually I upload it and click publish, and within like less than a minute it's up. And I've done it twice on Facebook and Instagram, which Facebook bought Instagram, but I uploaded them twice and they're still not showing up. And it shows in my content, in my analytics, that it's there, and it's not saying there's an issue or anything, but it's just not showing up in my feed like it usually does. So y'all let me know if you see it or not. It might be because I think the title, I put something about the economy being bad. Maybe they're suppressing it. They don't want people to be talking about stuff like that. Hi, Mike. Are you on Whatnot now? No, I'll be there. I'll be there in a minute. I think I got it scheduled for 9:30. So in a couple minutes, I'll get it set up. And y'all, let me put this for Facebook. Facebook and YouTube. If y'all want to go to Whatnot, we're going to be having giveaways. Most of the time we're giving away this. It's a bunch of seeds, microgreen seeds. And let's see, today, instead of mustard, the wasabi flavored mustard, we've got kale, the Vates Blue Scotch Curled. And then we've also got broccoli. Lots of people have been asking for broccoli, but we're going to be having lots of giveaways over there. I'm going to try and do it every 5 minutes, but sometimes I get to run in my mouth and I forget to hit the button to run the next one. But if you jump on over there to Whatnot, you get a $15 credit to use in the shop. And some people have said that they were getting the credit, using the credit during the auction too, which I didn't know you could do that. But you can try it if we have the auction started. You can always try it then. But it's $15 just free to use. I got my seeds today. Thank you very much. Hey, Shirley. Awesome. Cool deal. So you got one of those? So we're on Facebook now. Shirley Grant. Yeah, I'm on Facebook right now. I haven't started the Whatnot stream yet. I'm about to. I got to start one at a time. So I usually start Facebook and YouTube, and then we'll go ahead and get everybody set so that if they want to get in the giveaways and that, jump over to Whatnot. And I'll do one over here for YouTube and Facebook. Let me set it up real quick. I have you put a hashtag in the stream, but if you win over here on Facebook and YouTube, this is the tough part. You got to email me and get me an address. Now the last 4 people have done that, so that's good. But before that, half of the people weren't. I gave a lot of stuff, and nobody even claimed it. So we're gonna do hashtag yes. So somebody put hashtag yes. I see your video on Facebook, but it says, sorry, we're having trouble playing the video. Okay, that's what I got that one time. Passing through Orange Park, Mike. Yeah, it says, yeah, hashtag yes, just like Shirley. There you go. Y'all start putting hashtag yes. I'll draw one for this when I'm getting the YouTube stream set up. Guys, these are portioned out. One portion of like the peas will do a portion like that. Each one of these, it'll do more than that. Each one of these cereal bowls, I got those at the Dollar General. No, the Dollar Tree. It'll do a portion about that size. All right. So there's 8 of them in there, and it's a variety, so you get to try a bunch of different stuff. So put hashtag yes, and I'll draw that when I get the YouTube stream set up. All right, so y'all do that. I'm gonna run real quick. I'll be right back. I've got to turn something on, then I've got to turn the Whatnot stream on. And if y'all want to jump over there, check the comments. I put a link to Whatnot, and you get a $15 credit. You can go over there, and even if you don't buy anything, you can sit in the auction. There's a lot of people that have come over from YouTube and Facebook, sat over there and just won something. Sometimes it'll be the free seeds. Sometimes it'll be my adapters. Sometimes it'll be something else. Sometimes we took a sandwich bag. We just took a sandwich bag and filled it up with like radish or peas, hot soy, and just had a whole load of microgreens that we gave away. Somebody won 3 times last week, won 3 times in one night. And a couple weeks ago, somebody won 5 times. And I think that half the people won something, bought something, which I love that. But then half the people that won something, that's all they did was they just won the giveaway. And I take care of shipping and all that too. You don't even have to take care of shipping. All right. So yeah, everybody put hashtag yes. I'll be back in 1 second. kitty. I got something on my hands. All right, we're set. Had to clean up a little bit. All right, everybody putting hashtag yes. So pretty, I'm so ready to grow in season. Awesome, Amanda. Yeah, we want everybody. And guys, we just started these not even a week ago. This one's about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Those are the self-watering microgreen growers. Those have been growing a couple of weeks, but it doesn't take long to get going. Explore rewarding. Congrats. All right, we're getting whatnot set up. Hold on 1 second. For all you guys over on Facebook and YouTube. Whoops. Live. All right, who's over there? I saw Shirley, Psycho Case, Dawn. All right, what's up, guys? Terry. All right, let me get a whatnot giveaway going. I got one going. You guys on Facebook and YouTube, hashtag yes. And over on whatnot, 1 second, manage shows. All right, I got a TV over here for comments too. So if you see me looking that way, I'm going to test that tonight. How was y'all's week? I took Keely down. We stayed in St. Augustine. We stayed at the Casa Monica. That was, thank you. We got Hat, Lori, Abgars. If y'all new, say new, so we can let you know. We'll do a little explanation about our microgreen growers. Two Hummingbird, how are you doing? Cool. All right, so I can see the comments a little better over here. Over on my little screen, they get squashed up about that big, and they go by like really fast. So new, Lori says she's new. New. Awesome. Great. I just got a 10-pack of Dutch, but oh, for what? $10. No, $3. Awesome. All right. I'm having to like revamp some stuff. Let me get you all the giveaway going. All right, that's your giveaway. Whatnot. So if you guys are on, some people are smart on YouTube and Facebook. You guys over there, you're putting hashtag yes. Betty says she's new. Following Jesus is new. Amanda, first time here. Welcome in, Amanda. Rough week, but getting through it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It was beautiful in Indiana today. Yeah, the weather was just beautiful. We went down to St. Augustine Thursday, yesterday morning, and it was freezing. The beach was, with the wind chill and everything, people just weren't staying on the beach very long. So we just ate. We walked in the old city. I was going to live stream, guys, but I set this up because my wife's going in to have surgery. I wanted her to have a quick getaway before then. And so I just rented the room. I didn't realize it's spring break. So we went down to the beach, St. Augustine, on spring break. We got there and it was just packed everywhere. So I didn't bother live streaming. I filmed a little bit, so I'm going to make a video for y'all, some of you guys who haven't seen any of that. And we're going to go through, I'll show you all of that. Praise for quick recovery. Thank you, Hummingbird. And but I was going to live stream, but there were like people everywhere. You couldn't see like the shops and stuff without like people just constantly walking by and pushing and So the motel where we stayed at, there wasn't. It was kind of busy, but there wasn't a ton of people. So that was pretty cool. And then spending the night. I don't know if you guys, anybody know about St. Augustine? They've got beachside and they got the old city. And the old city is like one of the old cities in America. And they have this strip of like uh, unique shops in that. And where we stayed was right across the street from it. So when things calmed down, we just hung out in a motel room, and when things calmed down, we were able to walk out and walk up and down it. Yes, have been watching for a while. Got buckets from Firehouse. Awesome, Shirley. Great health wishes. Thank you, Amanda. Prayers for her. Awesome. Thank you. All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to try and play a video. If you guys over here on whatnot, let's see, Facebook and YouTube, I'm going to draw that giveaway. Let me see how many people are in there. Got 13 people. All right. Here's my email. Let me put it at the top. You guys have a few minutes over here for yours. All right, y'all jot this down on Facebook, YouTube. There you go. My email right there. Jot that down in case you win. Whoever wins, you have to email me, okay? And I have to get your address because I want to get these to you. All right, we're going to draw. Let me share my screen with you so you can see who wins. And then I'm going to try and share a screen over here. I got a video, guys. All the peas that were up here, I harvested it and replanted. So I want you guys to see that. And we've got some more growing right here. We would just planted all this stuff out. Giveaway tool. All right, YouTube and Facebook, you ready? See it up there above my head? New. Christine's new. Welcome in. Annette's new. Cool. Fort. Yeah, the fort. We were right across the street from the fort. And the Bridge of Lions is right there. It'd be a really unique place to live stream from. And we'll do it next time. There's just like way too many people there. And they got trolleys, horse and carriage. Real awesome little place. We ate it. We ate good seafood. All right, here we go. Drawing. And let me know if y'all is over here, YouTube, whatnot, if yours goes off. To Brad. I am whoops. I saw that. It slow rolled you. You almost won over there on Facebook, YouTube. All right, to Brad, email me. Let us know if you're in the chat. We got to see if you're in the chat. Terry, how are you doing? I see you on YouTube. To Brad, holler out on YouTube and Facebook. I think, yeah. YouTube. Let us know you're there, or we're going to draw again. You're there? Awesome. Nope. That's the bowl. Heading over to whatnot gave me. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. Amanda, congrats. Brad. All right, Brad. About 30 seconds, and then we're going to draw again. You can pick up yours. Anika, congratulations. I lost my bell. I lost my bell. Anika, congratulations. Let me see. I'm trying a new thing with comments if I can see them right here too. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, did we see the Brad yet? Guys, I'm going to draw again. So if you want to get in on it, put hashtag yes. It's for an 8-pack of microgreen seeds. YouTube, Facebook. I dropped the link. Jump on up, whatnot, make an account. You can sit there all night and just go through all the giveaways. Like I said, last week somebody won 3 times. I don't think they even bought anything. They just won 3 times. And the week before that, somebody won 5 times in one night. And it wasn't good. We always joke with Julie because she won like 5 times one time. We had a raid. Who is it? Leafy Greens. How are you doing? Welcome in. Let me get a giveaway for y'all. We're setting up strings. We're doing YouTube, Facebook too. Leafy Greens Plant Company. Leafy Greens, let everybody know what you do here on Whatnot. And I get a giveaway going here. Here we go. Oh, Hummingbird did it. Thank you, Hummingbird. Y'all go follow Leafy Greens. This is for an adapter, guys. Let me see if I put adapters in here. All right, this first set of adapters. This is what we use to grow all these greens. Got some set up here. We'll be doing little demos, but there's a deep one and a shallow one. We'll explain that in a second, but this is the giveaway right now. We're going to have those. So y'all jump in that giveaway. And hold on, I'm still sorting things out. Amanda. So I didn't see from the Brad. We're going to draw again, okay, guys? YouTube, Facebook. You guys okay with that? Here we go. Sorry to Brad. Yeah, but whoever wins, you got to be in the chat, so I know you're going to email me and actually get this. Some people enter it and take off. Ellerby, are you there? Just say, chime in and say you're there, and then up at the very top, there's my email. Email me your address. We'll give her about 30 seconds there to, we got to set the second leg. Give her a minute or two, and then if not, we'll draw again. All right, guys? All right, did Leafy Greens let us know what they do? Everyone following bookmark. Nope. I will check real quick. View profile. Leafy Green says we are a family-owned business in Houston, Texas. I've got family in Round Rock, dedicated to sharing the joy of plants. They got one show Friday, April 3rd. If y'all want to bookmark that, you got anything in your shop? And they got some things in their shop. Insulation. People use that. Alrighty, cool. All right, 2 minutes in the giveaway, guys. No problem. Thank you. And welcome in. YouTube, Facebook, yes. Congratulations. So Ellerby, we haven't seen Ellerby. All right, I'll draw again. You got to be in the chat to win, okay? And if we don't get a winner here, then we're just gonna call it off. Y'all jump on over to Whatnot and win over there, okay? I saw KK. I'm whoops. KK, you won. KK, you can DM me on Whatnot. I know I've got your address somewhere in that, but it'd be real quick to do that. KK, do you change your name on Whatnot, or you like Moonbeam or something? Anika, thank you very much for promoting the show. Y'all put some purple hearts in the chat for Nika. That was awesome. KK, yeah, it just went by real quick. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, KK, if you just go on over and just DM me your address right here on whatnot, so I don't have to run it down. And if you get anything for that, I'll just toss it with that, if that's cool. All right, 57 seconds. Now I'm going to talk about these microgreen growers, all right? It's back. Everybody said, congratulations, KK. Thank you. Let's see. Y'all are so nice. And guys, there's the whatnot stream. If you want to jump over to whatnot, we're going to be having giveaways like back to back all night over there, all right? The Tane knows. The Tane's won some stuff. All right, let's get this one knocked out. 9 seconds. 9 seconds. And then I want to make a couple of announcements. I had to kind of change things up. Raphael, congratulations. Phyllis, how are you doing? Welcome in. No problem. No problem, Raphael. Cool deal. Here's another one, guys. All right. Back to seeds. That was an adapter back to seeds. All right, tonight I'm going to play a quick video since there's a lot of people on Facebook and it's not showing up. I uploaded it twice. For some reason, it's not playing it. I think they're suppressing it for some reason, but I'm going to play it here for y'all. I'm going to try and play it right here on the split screen. What advice about growing cilantro? Cilantro takes a long time to germinate. I would just be patient with it. The easiest thing with cilantro, if you're not growing microgreens, if you just want to grow a couple plants, is just toss them to the ground. If you want to grow microgreens just like this dill, took forever, and parsley. Cilantro, dill, and parsley take forever. They can take like up to a month. So these guys started growing. They started germinate. And then what I did was I took a sandwich bag and put it over like a humidity dome. So it would start to get some light, but it still keep it kind of moist in there. But it got dill growing. And parsley and parsley, cilantro, dill, they all take a very long time to germinate. One thing you might want to try is take them and put them in the refrigerator first for a couple of days and then pull them out and plant them so they think it's winter time, and then spring, sometimes that works. All right, the giveaway's going. Let's see, I had to change up a couple things. There was some confusion with it. A couple of people. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people buying, right? And for the past 6 months, I think we're over 3,000 sales or something. So largely no problem, but a couple of people had a problem with like the pictures. So instead of me just putting up a picture of all our adapters and saying we're going to run, like this adapter, I thought it was pretty simple. So listen out, guys. Don't look at the picture. I fixed some of the pictures, but whatever is on the screen is what we are running. Don't assume there's anything else. All right. Don't be thinking that, so if I put this up and there's a picture of like the one we have with all adapters, read, because on the description here too, it says host choice of one adapter. Okay. You can't just look at the picture. This is more about, and you got to learn this if you're going to be on whatnot all over the place, because sometimes there'll be something used that they're selling. Like say if they're selling this and they'll show the blemishes and stuff. And if you don't watch, you won't know. Shelly, thank you for boosting. And they'll tell you the box is crushed or it's creased, and they'll show you. And everything won't be in the description. So if you're going to be on whatnot, you've got to learn to listen, and you got to learn to read and make sure you know what you're getting. So the person who's doing it, there might be something with a little scratch on it, right? So they'll show you. So all of our stuff is the same. So all of the different adapters, I was having to go through and make a listing for each one. To me, streamlining it where we were just doing this, was easy enough, and I just kept a little note here. But now we're gonna have to do like this. Let's see. Yeah, so if I run the hybrid, we're gonna have to do like this. There's the description, right? And then the picture over on the side. So if you see the picture, that's what it is. Now the only thing I don't have is the kit. All right, because we change the kit up a lot, and it's what some people are getting confused about. So when we run something, I'm going to show you all. So like we had the kit, which usually comes with clay pebbles, right? And remember last week I took the clay pebbles out because we're not using clay pebbles with this. So our kits would have like two. So I had like four of these in a kit. But since we're taking the clay pebbles out, we put 8 of these. We double them up because the clay pebbles were in there, right? And I held it up and I showed it. We ran a bunch of them. 99% of people are all right. I had a couple of people that were like, I didn't get my clay pebbles. All right. So you got to listen to what we're showing you, what you're actually bidding on. All right. 10 seconds in the giveaway. And if you don't understand, don't bid. Here we go. Psycho K, congratulations. You got some more seeds. Guys, and this is one more adapter. We would run the adapter. All right, adapter number 2. There we go. All right, guys. So far we're doing this. We've got all these other adapters in that we were running, and we can go over that. But right now, these are like sound like hotcakes over on Etsy, and I made a video, so I'm going to go ahead and play a video here. Thanks, man. No problem. No problem. Hey, didn't you win the gift certificate a week back or a couple weeks back? Uh, we're going to put a little video. Some of the people who didn't, uh, what do you call it, want to bid on it. When everybody gets in there and we bid, the bidding goes up a little bit sometimes, right? So when the video is playing inside of the shop, yep, $20. I bought a tabletop hydroponic. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. I love that. These are in the shop. A set of them for $10. If there's people, when I have it playing, if you don't want to mess around with the auction, there were some people who were like trying to swipe and their internet's not up to snuff and that. So I put that in the shop if anybody wants it. And it's just the set of adapters. It's just like on Etsy. I think I got to buy one, get one free, and it's $19.99 over on Etsy. But I put 2 over here for $9.99. So anybody who doesn't want to mess with the auction, they're going to be over there. I'm going to run the video here showing how to do this, and then I'll be able to answer questions along the way. And then if we run some a little bit later, what I'll do is we'll run them with this, with the rings. Let me grab a couple of rings. So make sure they fit. We've got those. So later when we do the auction, we'll run them with this, and we'll run them with the seed. That's what tends to go up a little bit because you have the extras in that. But let me see if I can share the screen and I get this video going. YouTube and Facebook, I have the video playing back here for y'all. Well, I don't know if I can have the audio going on both. Let me try something here. Start sharing. Well, I might not do it. Let's see. Amazon for $23. Oh, cool. You order. Well, I did have a thing that said start sharing, but it's not letting me do it. Try one more time. There's always glitches with this. Remember last week I couldn't like run the auction? I had to come up and do it from my iPad. All right, it's saying sharing on here. Let me try it. I reset it. Windows, microphone Pro Kit. Where did that manage go? All right, if I can play this, y'all let me know if there's any sound on it. What's everyone's favorite microgreen at the moment? Thank you, Hummingbird. Y'all let me know if this is lagging. YouTube and Facebook, I was streaming last week. Here goes winter, and my audio was just way off. I just did it during a storm. Swalumini, congratulations. Are you new? Welcome in if you are. Let's see, is it sharing anything? No. There we go. It took a while. It's trying to catch up. With the sound. There we go. Let me know if sound is on. Hey guys, if you can't see that, swipe the screen and the words will go away. And I won't be running anything when this is playing. And if anybody does want, the microgreen adapters are in the buy it now section. It's 2 for 10. After the video, we'll go ahead and auction some off with the seeds. Today we're going to start off harvesting some species to show you how much food you can grow, and then we're going to replant it to show you how easy it is. We've got 2 types of microgreen growers for growing different size seeds. Swipe the screen to see the chat. Has sound. After we get done with the pea shoots, we'll explain the shallow microgreen grower for your smaller seeds. Now these are made for wide mouth mason jars, and even though they look the same, they're slightly different. If we made the microgreen growers to fit one jar exactly, they wouldn't fit all of them. So we scale the size to fit a wide variety of jars. Now some of them sit on top of the rim of the glass. while others slide into it a little bit. One work. Got a lot of them growing just like that. I didn't have success growing peas until using mics. Awesome. That's what he's talking about, guys. Words are smooth, but video is grainy when you talk. We can't hear you too well over the video. Also, if you kept your ring without the lid, most of those are bent just like that. Video will tell you how to get your adjusted rings. The smaller white mouth jars work the same. You can see that the ball mason jar sits on the lid, while this generic one slides down in it. So all you need to do is put your ring on there. Works just fine. The larger jar, the generic one, fits right, while the ball mason jar slides in there. But with the ring, it's no problem. So we'll put those to the side, and we'll plant those out after we get done with these big shoots. Now, last night, I went to some speckled peas, about that much, and filled the jar up with water. This morning, it's filled up about that much. Now, I drained them, they're ready to go. We're going to set this one back here. And let's get some containers. Now, what I love about pea shoots is that we're only going to harvest the top 3 or 4 inches. But you can let it continue to grow with just water, with no nutrients, and it stays fresh. You can actually harvest them when they're about that size, maybe even a little smaller. That's when the leaves are coming in. They've got neat little tendrils. Things like peas, it's nutritious and easy to grow. So we're just going to go through all of these. We've got this one little space. There's 4 jars across, and there's 4 jars deep. So we've got 16 jars of pea shoots right here. All right, so this is how easy it is. Just grab them all together. Pair of scissors. Just like that. A handful of delicious, nutritious pea shoots. I put the rest of this in my compost. Some people feed it to their chickens or other livestock. We'll see how easy this is. It's going to be easy to clean out. You go in the dishwasher, these want to just hand wash. A little warm soap or water will do. These are made out of bioplastic. Not eating the roots. Personally, I don't do it. And it's been sitting in water for about a week. I don't really suggest it. But if you want to feed it to your chickens, it's probably not. It's shut tight. Comes off that easy. Right here, I want to show you. Mold, no mildew. Everything's growing just fine. Back these peas are starting to dry up. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're giving pea shoots energy. They're not sitting out here getting all bushy and smelly. So let me show you how we did that. show you the secret is keeping the water away from the microgreen grower. Let me go through and harvest these, and we'll talk about that. Alright. See all these wonderful pea shoots, easy to grow. Pretty much just set it and forget it. So this saves you a lot of time, energy, and money. All right. That's it. This goes in our compost. So compost this, or feed it to your chickens. You're not really wasting anything. Plus, you didn't spend anything extra on this. You just water and no nutrients at all. So it's free organic material. And this, look at all these lovely pea shoots that you got from just that one little space right up there. Just loads of them. Kids would love that. All these little tendrils coming out. Kids like this tastes like peas. Like this may look like a lot, but if you stir fry or juice it, it condenses a little bit. All right, let's see what we got. 1 pound and half an ounce. Let's see, the container is 66 grams, and we're at 466 grams, so 400 grams of awesome, nutritious pea shoots. All in that one little space. Just about a pound. Just a second to clean up. We'll get these jars out of the way. I'll wash them in a second. I've got a new case over here. We're going to place them out. And if you thought harvesting them was easy, wait till you see how easy it is to set it up. All right, we just harvested 16. We're going to set them up. First, we're going to take the lids off and hold on to those. Now, 12. But you can start off with like 2, 4. Until you get the hang of it. Now, I didn't get the watering jars yet. And as you can see, these are ball mason jars, and the insert does slip down into there a little bit. So if that bothers you, let's go and use these rings. Now all I'm going to do is take our feed. That works too. So you don't want them too deep. You can do just a single layer, but to maximize it, put 2 layers in there like that. All right, guys, right after this, we're going to do the shallow one. Now, what I like to do is give it one little spritz of water. need to take it to the sink and gently rinse it. You don't want the peas to move around, so don't turn the faucet on really hard. Gently rinse it. With this nothing, I just take my clean water, just spray it a lot. Spray it. You're going to see some root, just like that. At this point, you can go and fill it with water just to that point. You want it up there enough to touch the roots, but you don't want it touching the white microgreen soil. These roots will shoot out really fast. Thank you, Anika. Start growing. When they start pushing up on this lid, it's time to take it off. Set it where it can get light. Sunny window or under some grow lights. Now, one quick tip: after you uncover them for a day or two, you give them a little gentle spritz. That encourages any of the little peas that are taking their time growing will get a chance to get their roots down in that water too. Next, when we grew all these pea shoots or pea microgreens. So set up for the breeze. Basically set it and forget it. Very rewarding. Now we're going to set these. Omni, congratulations. I've got a couple of microgreens just sprouted that need to get under the light. I'll move those over here and we'll plant a few more out too. All right, this is from Anika. Y'all say thank you. Put some purple hearts in the chat. All right, so we put these over to the side for now. And we've got our sprouts over here. Broccoli, cabbage going. These were germinated off to the side. Milk Creek, what's up? So we're going to keep covered up for another couple of days until it starts pushing on that lid. So let's show you how we did that. Now the peas that we did, so it's pushing on it. Need any nutrients. That's fantastic. That's part of it. Microgreens, you don't need nutrients if you just want to grow them to this stage. But if you want to, that's what we're practicing. There's some you need a little bit of nutrients. That we're practicing have that kind of cranky style, we're going to let them grow out. We're getting a whole lot more yield for the amount of seeds that we use. This is a little bigger jar. We've got some wonderful amaranth grown here. And you can see how we did it outdoors with a whole lot of topsoil, broccoli, and arugula. I just make one a little bigger for this jar. Everything you can see me grow for the past 6 months with the self-watering adapters, I've been using general hydroponics mixture. It's easy to use. It says 1 to 2 teaspoons per gallon. Everything that I've been growing, it's been just 1 teaspoon. Covered up. That's it. Ready to go. For this yellow one, I'm going to fill these jars up to right where it touches the bottom. I like the peas. I want this to touch the bottom at the very beginning. give the roots a chance to grow. The peas grow off the roots really quick. Other seeds tend to take a little bit of time. Now, we're going to go ahead and put our adjustment ring on there so they sit right above it. Kind of check where the bottom is. Just fill it up to there. Set that in. Need a little more. Just fill it up until it's touching the bottom. And just this touch to the bottom. See it? Do this one. Just this touch to the bottom. Pour a little bit in the top. Now what you don't want is to get it so full that your seeds are like floating in water. And just plain paper towel. If you want to get fancy and cut it all you can. This is all I do. Just rip a little piece. Get it in there. Some more. Put it in there. It's dry. You want to put just a tiny, tiny little bit of water in there. I'm just going to sprinkle some broccoli seeds in here. We love broccoli. And it's good for you. Not going to measure. Pretty much just a single layer. Like that. Don't start too long for your seeds to fly out. Facebook, YouTube, that was another giveaway. Every time you hear that bell, we're having giveaways. Set it on there. Same with peas. Check on them while they're germinating. If they look like they're starting to dry out, give them a little spritz. You open it up and there's moisture in there, just leave it alone. When you see the roots start to develop, then it's just set it and forget it. If it's really hot where you are. That giveaway was from Anika. You lift it up. Pour a little bit more in, just bring that level right up to where it's touching the bottom. All we're wanting now is for the roots to develop and start going through the water. After that, there's nothing else to do. In about a week, you should have roots like that. That's how easy it is to grow microgreens with our microgreen adapters. And if you want to grow out a little bit more, get some baby greens. It's just a matter of waiting a few more days. Now, if you comment BOGO, B-O-G-O, I'll send you the info on where to pick up these microgreen growers. They come in set, one deep, one shallow. And at least for the next week, these should be on sale. Buy one set, get one set free. So you get 2 each. That'll be 4. Now, for most people, they're going to fit right on the lip, or you can save your rings. But if you think you might have the jars where they slide in there and that bothers you, well, a set of these inside the store so you can order them with your microgreen growers. That way you save on shipping. You don't have to get them later. So with these microgreen growers, just about anyone, anywhere can grow lots of them. What are you waiting for? All right, guys, so that's so the people on YouTube and Facebook, the rings, there's like 4 of them. They're in my Etsy shop. They're for sale. Over here on Whatnot, you guys get them free with your adapters. So all my orders that I fill for over here, you're getting the rings. Let me see if I can put this up here. Can't really see it, can you? Here you can see that, right? Put that there for right now. All righty. Any questions? And Briha, congratulations. Let's see, Mike, you didn't put them in my package last week. I missed yours. The rings. We'll give you some hummingbird. Seed giveaway. You didn't get your seed giveaway? I will go back and check. The tutorial video was super helpful. Thank you. Thank you, Hatton. Thank you very much. That's that you guys on YouTube, it's up on YouTube, Facebook. I put it out on Facebook twice and it's still saying it's having trouble with it. So I don't know if there's a problem with Facebook or the video, but as soon as I can, I'll try and upload it again tomorrow. Seed giveaway 153. Briha won a set of adapters. That was the blessed chat from Anika. Congratulations and thank you, Anika. And Anika, get better. Everybody, thoughts and prayers are with you. I want to watch that video again so I can take notes. Yeah, we'll play it, Shirley, towards the end of the stream. I'll run it again and then let it run before, like when everybody's saying goodnight and everything. I'll put the video back on. And it is up on YouTube. I just can't get it on Facebook. Why are your mason jars covered with a white cover? They're not covered. This is our microgreen grower. And that's what we put the seeds in to grow the microgreens. We have a deep one and a shallow one. Guys, what we're experimenting with this week, all of the stuff that you saw us grow, we've been growing with this deep one. Let's see, I bought the kit, but haven't started yet. Feel ready. Almost got a kit for your birthday. Oh yeah, get started. It's fun. Spring's just here. Some of you guys, I know you just had like another snow or storm go through. So spring's on the way. This is going to be lots of fun. All right, 30 seconds. We've been using the deep one for peas, radish, different your bigger seeds, right? Your peas. Let's see. Completely covered. It covers the outdoor ones to prevent algae. And we have our shallow ones for the other, this amaranth up here, your tatsoi, your mustard greens, lettuces, anything that's a small seed. We use this and we just put a single thing of paper towel in there. And you saw that in the video, right? Now what I'm experimenting with, because see, this holds the peas up, right? Let's see who won the giveaway. Is that Black Dragon? Congratulations and welcome in. Guys, this is a $10 Amazon gift card if I got it. I think I might have forgot to put them in there. Nope, they're in there. Here you go. Amazon gift card. Since y'all were nice and patient during the video there. I just wanted the people from Facebook to be able to see that since I couldn't get it uploaded. All right, so what we're doing is I've been trying to grow them out. If you just want to grow microgreens, right? Let's see if I can get this out of the way. If you're just trying to grow microgreens, this is cool, right? That's our shallow one. And the reason why we do it, the shallow one, is because 7 to 10 days are about that big. If you have them in the deep one, you're only going to get a little bit off the top, right? You're only going to get something like that. So we use a shallow one. You can harvest this. Go ahead and clean it out, start over. You can tell it's nothing to clean it. It's really easy, right? It's not even dirty yet. Now, what I've been trying to do is to grow them out even bigger. All right. So you can't really do this with regular microgreens. If you do it, you 10-20 tray, you end up with all kinds of problems. Let's see. Did he say on Etsy? Yeah, what do y'all need on Etsy? So you can grow them like this if you don't mind them. It's once they start to get so big, they'll start to fall over a little just because they're so tall, right? So what I'm going to try to do, if this is just microgreens, you know, the little shallow one is good. You let those grow. This one's about 5 days old. You let those grow about another 5 days and just harvest it. If you want to try and get more for your money and grow them out farther, they start to fall over a little, right? You can see this is kale. Y'all know what the cotyledon and the true leaves look like? Remember we were talking about true leaf market? So little cotyledons are the little round ones that first come up, right? And if you let it go, they'll start to turn yellow because it's used all its energy, right? That one looks a little yellow. See it right there? And then the true leaf will come out, the one that looks like the actual leaf of the plant. So you can see this one's already starting to throw off a bunch of the true leaves, right? Carrie, congratulations. There's the roots. This is how the crack key system works. See the little fuzzy white roots? Let me try to get up a little close. That's where it's absorbing oxygen, is a little cottony fuzzy thing there. And then those other roots go down into the water. That's where it's soaking up the water nutrients. And then this little area in here is where it's getting oxygen. So you can see these are kind of holding up, but as it gets bigger, they start falling over too. And then they bend back up towards the light. What I'm trying to do, what I'm going to experiment with, is the ones that I want to grow longer, like baby greens. I'm going to put those into a deep one because they're going to get taller, right? Let's see. Make sure I didn't get another blessed chat. Y'all let me know if I miss any blessed chats. And congratulations, y'all who just bought the microgreen grower. I'm going to start all of these. I know y'all can't see it, but I've got this. I've got a bunch over here. I can spin you all around. Here, I'll try to spin you around. YouTube and Facebook, you're going to just be still right there. Just take my word. We've got a bunch of different ones over here. I'll pick it up and show y'all, but you guys over here on, let me see if I can spin you and bring you back to normal. Anywho, there's a bunch of them down there. All kind of tatsoi. Seeing we got these in the deep containers now. So hopefully they're going to grow and then they'll be able to get a little taller without falling over. So we got a bunch of tatsoi, more cabbage like that one up there. Guys, there's more. We always got more growing. So we've got a whole table full over here. There's all kinds of cinnamon basil. There's radish. We put that in the deep one. And we've got more. We've got broccoli. We're going to try and grow that out a little because we can actually grow broccoli till it gets to the baby green stage. And even if you don't get a full head of broccoli, you can actually eat the broccoli leaves. And of course, we got a whole bunch more peas in that. I'll bring them up here and show y'all, but let me try to get you situated again. So this is what we're talking about, guys. You just saw in the video, we just harvested all of the speckled peas, right? Who won? Cheryl? Congratulations. Let's see, another giveaway. Here's the free set of adapters in the giveaway, guys. All right. Ready, go. And let's see. I can't get way down there. I'm going to have to be bending way down. There we go. All right, so the peas. These guys are just starting to sprout. Right? You see there's water right there. Now this one, I actually let it touch the bottom of hair, which I told y'all not to. But remember I said we went to St. Augustine? So I went ahead and just left it there because these guys hadn't really sprouted yet. There was no roots. And then we came back today and there's already roots down there. So this water, once it starts going down, you don't want it to touch this anymore. So in the very beginning, if it touches right in the beginning, that'll be all right. All right. And as this starts to drop, don't fill it back up to touch that white. Let it fall. And that's what you can see right here. Okay. So as it starts to grow, this one's a couple days ahead of the other ones. And it's starting to fall. And it's not touching the white, right? And we'll let that continue to drop. If you do add a little bit more in here, which I've grown the pea shoots without having to add any, but if you want to grow them and keep them growing and you fill it up, don't fill it all the way back up. Don't get any more moisture into here. Then you get moldy peas and that. So you just want them over to here. Anyhow, we harvested that and you saw me plant all the other ones out. That was like in no time at all. There's a ghost in here. He keeps knocking my camera down. All right, giveaway's going. Adapter giveaway going. All right. So we've got all that, and this is what I was showing you. Somebody was asking when you uncover them, right? See them pushing up on there? Guys, all of these, you can see there's no rings. I was putting the ring on there. You know, I was putting the lids and then I was just setting a ring on it. Just kind of hold it in place. And I figured I'm just going to do like that. I'm not even going to bother with the rings. And then that way, if you want to take the ring and use it to hold your cup instead of the adjustment rings, most of them will fit in there. So you can use this for that. And then just set these on top. Now, if you're a klutz like me, you might turn around and go like that and like knock them all off, right? But anyhow, so it's sitting on top there. They'll start pushing up on that lid, right? So you don't want it screwed on. You're not trying to keep them captive. You're just keeping the light out. It starts to push up. You can tell these are a little bit green around the edge where it was getting a little bit of light. And then here's yellow. Guys, this, like in one day, these guys will all be green. So now tomorrow, I'll go ahead and take this off tonight. And then these guys go up under the lights and start getting a little bit of light. So all of this stuff is just here. You saw I had it all over on the shelf over here. It's none of that. The only light that gets is from the overhead lights. And they've all got covers on them. But then once we go ahead and pull these off, if I don't, you saw how many are over there, right? A couple dozen. We don't have room for it here yet. We'll go ahead and uncover them. Let them start to grow like this one. This one's sitting over there. All right. So this just overhead fluorescent lights and it's starting to grow. He can go like that for a couple of days. And we harvested all these. So then we'll come in and maybe harvest some of that, harvest those, move things around, and then we'll start moving some of those back over here. So that's all part of the continuous harvest system. So we've got a whole lot of these going. Show you the radish. So the radish is sprouted. One or two little roots just starting in the bottom. So all of these seeds, when I start these, I have the nutrients touching the very bottom. Okay. And then as it goes down, I let it drop. So that was, you know, we went away for the night, so we wouldn't have to bother with it. This dropped a little, but it still is just barely touching the bottom. If you need to, just take it and shake it a little, and that water will get up inside of there, wet that paper towel again, right? Here goes the winner. Latane, congratulations. That's what we were just talking about you. That's why I think the algorithm can hear us. I was talking to her on YouTube or on Facebook. I was saying she was sitting on Facebook and whatnot. And I said she wins quite often. All right, broccoli, not out the bottom yet. You can see, so all of these, you can see, I just did these right before we went out of town. Mike, Chad is wondering where to go for the BOGO adapters at. The BOGO offer is over on Etsy. But pretty much, guys, this is what the BOGO offer is. All right. There's 4 of them. You guys get the offer anyway. This is $19.99. These things take an hour and a half to print, right? That's $19.99. And what we did was we put 2 sets like this for $19.99. You go over to Etsy, this is what you get for $19.99. So that's why over here, I put in the chat, I put these for 10 bucks. So you're getting the same deal, right? Now, if we go on over and we do the auction, you guys get this and you get seeds. We were doing that for our auction, right? You don't get any seeds on Etsy. So you guys get a better deal here. You can go over to Etsy and just buy these if you want. And you can get the other adapters. I've got those set up over there. Buy one, get one free. But this one's $19.99, right? So that's 2 for $19.99. That's 10 bucks a piece, right? What do you got it for over here? You got 2 for 15. So you got $5 extra. If you go over there to buy one, get one free, it's costing you more. But you can go over there and order it all day. I get more sales on Etsy than I do over here. This is where I come over here and I just have fun and giveaways and we do like the kits and you guys can get all kinds of stuff and then all the seeds. We have fun with that. I can't afford the amount of sales that I make on Etsy. I can't give them a bunch of seeds. I'll be broke. So that's why I'm doing this over here on Etsy. So you can go to my Etsy. It's mikevandoozy.etsy.shop or .com. Let me see. But you end up spending more money. That's why I'm telling the people on YouTube and Facebook to jump over here to have some fun because I know not everybody comes over here. So I can pay attention to just the people that do come over here. It's mikevandoozy.etsy.com. All right, giveaway, guys. Who wants some peas? Put yes in the chat if y'all want some peas. Yes. Yes, yes. Jill, Sanchan, Ann, Fia, Cheryl. Yes. All right, cool. How about a bag like that? All right, this is where I got to keep track. Almost out of these boxes. See, this is what, if it just said a variety pack of seeds, if somebody got a big bag like that, nobody complains about it, right? But I had to, so this is going to be, I have to see what number we're on, guys. So keep track. 6. All right, here, getting this giveaway. And who just won the last, who won the Amazon gift card when I was running my mouth? I did. Cheryl. Awesome. Cheryl did. All right, here's the peas. That's running right now. Yeah, guys, and the reason why that video said the BOGO offer, that was just, I had that set up. That was the video was supposed to be on Facebook and YouTube. If I'm going to keep it up here and run it, I go through and like edit that out. But I just wanted the people on Facebook and YouTube, they're watching us right now. And some people are popping over here from there because I tried to upload it twice to Facebook. So I left that in so the people pop over here and then they know to go on over there. And some people are watching like on both places. A lot of peas in the gibby. Hummingbird, you didn't count them? All right, we're going to run that giveaway. Let me get a drink. And then we're going to run some of the adapters. All right. Like we said, peas, 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 and peas. What is up, Virginia? We're going to run these and peas. Y'all let me know. Almost every week, everybody says that variety pack, but just in case, like I said, if y'all don't want the bidding going up too high, do y'all just want like peas and tatsoi or peas and what's our new one? Kale. Blue Scotch curled. Spicy seeds, please. I counted 641, but it could be off a couple. All right, I'm going to have to check it. We're going to have to check your math. Want just a couple like that, or do you want like the whole 8-pack? And y'all bid on that. Spicy seeds. Believe it or not, how many people have found it's the broccoli? Broccoli is surprisingly spicy when it's a sprout. She's a female Rain Man. She said 640, 641, 640, 641, 641. All right, 2 minutes in the giveaway. Let me check on my YouTube and Facebook peeps before we start running any of that. Yes, microgreen. Sherry, yes, yes. Why not set depth with a rubber band? Easy up, easy down. Just an idea. You can do that, James. Everybody, everything is just showing you guys like the beginning, the starting point, and you guys can like experiment any way you want. Where do you buy your seeds? Let's see, Candace on True Leaf Market, most of them. Have you tried an airstone in a cracky jar? I have, and you can, Anna. We do things just cheap and easy over here. And like I said, imagine all these. Look just how many jars we have there. And there's 12 right here in front of you. There's another 16 and 6 and 12 and 2 right there over there. So you imagine if I had air stones running everywhere, right? It would just be, I wouldn't even do it. I just came in. What nutrients are best? Candace, we don't shoot for best. We go for easy. All of the stuff that we've grown here. And if you go back and watch like YouTube, you're on YouTube, right? Go check my channel for the last 6 months. All the greens we've been growing is just with this. 1 teaspoon per gallon. It makes it like really, really easy. And if you go back on my channel, I talk about master blend for like years and years and years. That works if you don't mind mixing them up. And somebody asked, I think it was you too, asked about how do you know where to cut your microgreens? Basically, your peas, you want to do wherever it's tender. You can cut this down here, but this can be like really chewy. You can probably choke on that, right? Because it's a vine. You're not going to, want to eat a vine. But you just come down on here, and wherever it pulls apart easy. Here, I'll pull a part where it's like really tough. You can feel stringy like a string bean. All right. This is what I do with the peas. 1, 2. Usually those top 2, somewhere in between here. Here goes the giveaway. You pull and see how easy that was. Kate, congratulations. You won a bunch of peas. Y'all let me know if you want me to do another bag of something like tatsoi or broccoli or something a little later, okay? So that's where it's not nice and tender. These over here, back down here, look, that's more tough, right? See all the strings? I can't even pull it apart. Julie Bone, what is up? Kate, see all the strings in there? I don't know if you can see it right there. All right, that starts to get a little woody. So that's what I do with peas. The other stuff, your microgreens, all you want to do, if there's any funky stuff going on, it's going to be down in here. This doesn't matter if you're doing it our way with hydroponics or if you're doing it with soil, okay? So if you're going over, any funky stuff's going to be down here where there's a little bit of moisture. So you always want to cut up here, okay? Now, as these grow, you can always cut up top a little or cut them a little lower. It doesn't really matter as long as you do it, like I said, whether you're doing soil or hydroponics. You just don't want this stuff that's been sitting here for like a week. You don't want to eat that. This one right here, we had it down here and the water started dropping, right? This dried up. So even if you get down here, there's probably not too much nastiness going on in here. If anything, it's going to be down in here because this has been sitting here for about a week, right? So that's how I do it, is this. I'm only going to give out the top 3 or 4 inches. That's tender. If you're going to juice it, you can cut more of it. Sometimes we'll throw them through our juicer. It depends on how long we've let them grow. Sometimes you get all that stuff in your juicer and it's a pain to clean out, right? Kind of like celery and that. So it just depends on what you want to do. And these, you take these, I wouldn't go all the way down to the bottom. You know, I'd come in here and these, we can let these grow. Amaranth is going to take a little while longer. These guys, if we come in here and start cutting these little ones, we can either, 2 choices. We can come in here and cut these big ones, and then these little ones are not competing for the nutrients. They'll start to grow. Or we can cut the little ones off and just harvest that, right? And then we can go ahead and let these grow out. You can leave about anywhere from 3 to 6, maybe in a jar about this big, and those will get into full-size plants. And if you guys were on my channel like a couple of months ago, you saw like a huge amaranth plant back here. But that's what we're experimenting with, is all of these. We're growing these, the tiny seeds inside of this deep one. If that works out well, we might not even need the shallow one. The shallow one's just going to be, if you want to grow microgreens to this size and harvest it, right? You don't want to use this because you're going to get a, you know, it's going to be deep. You're not going to be able to get down. So this is going to grow about another inch or 2. You'll be able to come in here and cut it. But if we use the deep one, I'm thinking that we can like grow them out a little taller. So like we said, this one's growing a little bigger, right? You get more bang for your buck. This same amount of seeds as those over there. So you're getting like 3, 4 times the harvest, but they're starting to fall over as they get bigger. So what we're thinking is, if we use, because we're waiting until these get a little taller anyway, if we use the deep one, it's going to hold them all up a little longer. And then you get a big bushy thing coming out of there. Anyhow, that's what we're doing on this. And that's what we keep doing in experiments. And this wasn't in that video. We just keep going on and just keep experimenting. Let me see, my jars have protein in them. Microgreens, yes, yes. New to the channel, welcome in, CC. How are you doing? Do you only do the cracky method? Yes, CC. You look on my channel, there'll be a handful of videos over 10 years where I had an actual pump. I think it was a milk jug. I did one with the 5-gallon buckets. We built a garden tower. The very first one I did was with a pump, and we took all of these, you know, we grow our stuff like this, and we come in and pull out our microgreens with the roots, and I put them in the cracky system. So we did the tower, and the very first one I put a pump in, and it started having, it was okay, it did okay, but then you have to go make sure that things don't get clogged up and blah, you know, the all the stuff that gets tough with hydroponics, right? So you had to make sure your pumps were going, there was a filter. And what I ended up doing was taking the pump out and just doing a cracky system, and instead of having them all connected, each one was independent and just stacked on top of each other. So you can go look on my channel and see we've got that set up like that. So I switched from that. And the other thing was the milk jugs. We took this, and I don't know where everybody's mind is at, but I took this and I took and drilled a hole in here, and we popped these all together, right? And I kept getting all these weird comments. But anyhow, we drilled holes in here, stuck the cracky plants in here, and we put these up. We had like 10 coming down this way, 10 coming down this way, and we had a pump, We did use a pump on that, and but those are the only things, and we stopped doing that. So basically everything else is all cracky. Thank you. Hoping to do well with your new method. Any advice for a newbie? Yeah, start small, start simple, have fun, learn a lot. And what we try to do is everything as easy and affordable as possible, so everyone can do it. Like I said, I try to do things like my mom, if she was still here, that I would think that I would give my mom and do it. And if she went on over and she had to do all of the measuring and testing your pH and pH up and pH down, she just wouldn't do it. So we're trying to do everything without it. I started peas, but noticed a few with mold on them. Was it spraying the water too much? Yeah, you might have been. And also it depends on where you're at too. What's the humidity? You know, where you're living. Ours right now, when we're just getting into spring, we're in a drought condition in North Florida. Like one of our worst droughts in like decades. But usually our humidity is up like friggin' like almost 100%, like all the time. We're around 50% humidity. If you go in here and these guys look like they're still damp, you really don't have to do anything. You want to put a lot more water on it is if it looks like it's dry in there. But if you come in here, you see a bunch of moisture on there, you probably don't have to put any more moisture on it. Inside or outside? I'm a big high desert of northern Nevada. I'm at a disadvantage. Yeah. Let's see. Nevada. If you check out, you're on YouTube, look up Together We Grow. It's a guy named Chucky. I think he's in Nevada. And he grows with hydroponics. He'd be a good one to check with. And that's what, guys, all of us, we have different environments. The different humidity, different, sun, the amount of sunlight, different air quality. So if you can find people like close to you, they can probably help you out. 2 questions. Will they grow again after you harvest them? Most of them, no. And can you let them grow until they flower and get seed? You can let them flower to get seed, but it's going to, all right, since there's no pumps or aeration and these are clear, sooner or later you will get, that's not algae, that's like the nutrients, but sooner or later that will start to turn green. All right. If you don't mind that and you want to keep doing it, or if you want to cover these up, some people put a black sock on it. Some people cover it with different things. Some people paint it. You can go ahead and let them keep growing. But let's see, inside or out. Got me started 3 years ago. So that says, will they flower? Yeah, so if you keep it covered up like that, they'll grow. You guys, if you saw the amaranth that was in here, it actually had flowers, and I got amaranth seeds off of it 3 years ago, and I'm still going strong. Awesome, James. That's awesome. Thank you for your time and efforts. It's a good thing if you can grow one plant. Awesome. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Now let me see what I see over here. Julie, Mike, mine have been growing and harvesting with peas. Mike, I've got 4 harvests outside and they're still growing in pots now. Cool deal. Yeah, y'all can go ahead and try it. Like I said, I just don't mind. They get so long, and the second harvest will actually be like the ones that were shorter that didn't grow as fast. Those will pop up. But then these, if they keep growing and growing, they'll start getting thicker and thicker. I just like the nice tender one. If you can chew them up, you know, have at it. So if I want them to be more like the please, but the seeds are small, can use the bigger adapter. Yeah, well, that's what we're experimenting with. So that's what I was showing you what we're doing here. All of this is like all new. So that's what we've been doing, right? And that video I was showing, that's what worked so far. That's what all of these work. And this right now, these are only at like this stage. All right. So they're only at that stage. So we're going to see. And those will be, so 7 to 10 days. and there'll be microgreens that you can harvest. And then after that, they're going to have to get big enough where we let them grow out even farther, right? I don't seem to have that issue. Well, that's cool, Julie. I'm just letting people know. That's what I'm saying with mine. For the smaller seeds, use paper towel. Yeah, exactly. The bottom from letting it go anywhere. We didn't have a giveaway going. Y'all want another big bag of seeds? I think I got one more box over there I can use. Put a yes if you want a big bag of seeds. What do y'all want, broccoli or tatsoi? I got broccoli, tatsoi, and radish. Yeah, Julie, appreciate it. And you put a lot of work into that, Julie. That was really nice. Tatsoi. Would you use, all right, would you use a largemouth pint jar and a smaller peas? Can you change the water if you want them to grow to get seeds? Yeah, you definitely can. The one thing, if you want to change the water, this is what I would do. I'd say I wanted to change this, right? See right there where the level is at? I would take this and I would get either another jar. If I had to use this jar, I would fill it to the same exact amount. All right, don't fill it all the way up. One thing is you're going to kill the air roots, and plants don't like change. It takes a long time for it to go down or to go up. It doesn't happen like in a day, right? Unless these are really big. They don't like change. So what I do, and this has been my experience for like years and years, I would just fill it to the same exact mark and change it out. So what I do is I usually have a bunch of jars sitting around. So here's another jar, right? I take the lid out. I would take this one with your fresh nutrients and fill it up to the same amount. Then I would take this and pick it up and set it into this one. And then I would take the dirty one and go clean it out. But usually I don't do anything. I just let let me see if I've got one. None of these have really got algae yet, but some of them I get. Nah. I'll try to, maybe I'll put one out in the sunlight. I'll try to get some algae growing in one of them. I use one tailspin. Okay, broccoli, wasabi. I don't have any wasabi radish. Wasabi radish would be extremely, extremely expensive, and it's hard to grow. You give too many things, so many things. Thank you, Julie. What we had was wasabi flavored mustard greens. Radish, you've got the reason why it grows in Japan is they grow them in these streams at certain temperatures. It's mild climate, and they stay wet, and they're in these streams that have like a bunch of pebbles and aeration as it's going through. It's a real unique situation. That's where they grow it. So people who are growing them over here have a real tough time. Spinach and lettuce. Anthea, yes, lettuce works awesome. The only reason why I don't grow it is because, all right, I've got just this. I've got another smaller space inside. I'm building another rack. I've got room outside, but all these jars, everything's taking up, the stuff we're experimenting on. What I like to do is grow the stuff that I can't really get at the store. So if it's lettuce, I can go up and get a whole head of lettuce. If you're talking about like iceberg lettuce or whatever, your leaf lettuces work really well. But if I can go and get something cheap, like green onions, we're putting some green onions out. Those are really cheap, but I like to just go out there and be able to harvest them. But anything else, if I can get it cheap, I go ahead and get it at the store. And what I do is I try to grow stuff that I can't get at the store, like the mustard flavored wasabi. There's nowhere I can go and go pick that up. So what I like to do is if I don't have a lot of space, I do that. But if you've got a ton of space and you're growing stuff all over, lettuces work really well. You just got to keep them kind of cool or they'll get bitter. They'll bolt real fast if you try to grow them out. But microgreens, they grow really easy. Spinach is a little tougher. Spinach needs to stay cool. Can you freeze your greens? Some people have been doing freeze drying them, and other people have been dehydrating them. I think if you just try to freeze them, who freezes them? What we used to do is we would chop them up and blend them into like, not really a paste, but kind of chop them up and then put them in like ice cubes. I got wasabi from you a long time ago. It was amazing. Yeah, we just ran out. We went through like, I think 10 pounds of seeds. I just got my newest box of growers and rings and huge bag of seeds. I won. So excited. Awesome, Maria. We want to see what you grow. Hummingbird says she dehydrates hers. All right, cool, guys. Hey, no giveaway going. So I didn't see all the things. I saw one tatsoi, one broccoli. Mustard tasting wasabi, spicy or hot? It's not. It's kind of spicy, but it's not like real spicy. Kind of like the broccoli. Believe it or not, that was surprising when I first ate broccoli sprouts. It was like spicy. Broccoli. All right, I saw Phyllis say that first. So we're going to do broccoli, guys. All right. All right, this giveaway is going to be broccoli. Speckled peas. One second. I left my label inside. All right, I got a label for broccoli. We're going to do broccoli. Guys, who got any of the Thai basil and the cinnamon basil that we given away like the past couple of months? I think last week was Thai basil. I had a little bit left, so got a little bit of Thai basil going. We'll see how that goes inside of here. And I got a little of the cinnamon basil too. That was pretty cool. All right, broccoli seed giveaway. I have not. Here. Number 7. Let me get a box going. Ready? Mike, I'm going to do radishes tonight. For those, do I use the large adapter or the small? Use the large one for radish. Carol? Yeah, I would use the large one for the radish. I had a bunch of broccoli seeds. Imagine if you went and planted all of those in your garden. Have you ever tried growing paracress? Noir girl, how are you doing? I've grown just regular watercress and garden cress. The cress works really well in it, especially the water. We use that like a cut and come again. We grew those in our downspouts like this. In fact, we need to get some going this year. And it was like cut and come again. We would always come and cut around it, and it keeps shooting off new ones, and it just kept going and going. And we had some of them in there. We just kept keeping it between half and 3/4 full. And that thing grew like for a whole year. All right, I'm out of this size boxes. I have to go get one out of the back if we need it. All right, giveaway. Jason went and tasted my broccoli for the first time. Sanchan, yum. Cool. Was it a little spicy to you, or is that just me? It's always like a little spicy to me. Yeah, but guys, when you come back next week, we're going to have all of this stuff. It's already sprouted. I mean, you can see what this is with the shallow adapter, right? But we've got a load of this. We've got another thing of peas. So this is what I just want to show you guys. I could have just like 4 or 5 days later planted some more peas and do it over and over. And we could have just kept this full. And that looks good for a video, right? Where we have like a bunch. But I don't know about y'all, but sooner or later we get tired of eating something like over and over. So I want to show you don't have to keep doing that. What you can do is like what we've done. We've done that. And then I waited, right? So now we've got a bunch. I've got about 16 that are like just at this stage, right? So that's only like about 3 days old. This can take another week to grow, right? And I think we're down to 1. So you don't have to keep going and going. If I wanted to just make videos, I would fill that shelf up with peas. It looks cool, right? But like this one, that's when we were doing a tutorial here on the show. And I just put it in here and just sprayed it. I just kept spraying it. So that one's growing over here. So what we did was we harvested the peas and we went over and I planted some more out. Those are going to take a week. And usually if those get about to the size of that first one, that's when I would go ahead and plant or soak some more seeds. And the next day I would plant them out. And you can just see how easy this is. All of this stuff here, guys, that we're talking about, we've got 6 and 6, 12. There's 16 and 12 and 6. There's probably another 32 over there. So 40. We got close to 50 of these. This took me less than an hour to set up. You know, if you cleaned everything, you got all your jars and everything cleaned. But just coming over and mixing up the nutrients, you guys saw, all you got to do is take 1 gallon of that Maxi-Grow and put it in here, one teaspoon per gallon, and just shake it up. And now I go through and just fill all these containers up. And then I just took the paper towel, just like in that video. If you want to cut them into circles, you can cut them into circles. But I just went through and just ripped them, little pieces like that. And it was wet, and I just put it in just like that, right? And that's what all of these are like that. So you can spend hours and hours. I don't have hours to play around with all of this. So in less than an hour, I've got like 50 of these things planted out. So that's how easy it is. And that's what I want you guys to get used to, because if it gets to be a chore, is that TS Cardberry? Congratulations. Are you new? Welcome in if you're new. Congratulations. That was, what do you win? The broccoli? You won a bunch of broccoli. I guess here's another set of adapters. Right there. So a bunch of giveaways. You know, the last week we had 28 giveaways. All right, that's going. All right, anybody, any more questions? And then we're going to run these with the seeds, if anybody wants that, with the 8-pack of seeds. So if you get 2 of these at a time, 2, 4, 6, you're going to get 1, 2, 3. You're going to have a whole bunch of seeds that you can keep planting over and over. Can you do corn like peas? Yeah, do them exactly the same way, except don't give them any light. And corn shoots, where this we keep letting it grow and grow. Corn shoots, you only want to get about that big. They're white and they're sweet. It's like eating sugar. You give them to your kids, they'll like freak out. So it's about that big. Once it starts to form a little leaf, it'll be yellow because it's in the dark. And if you give it any light, it'll turn green and it'll taste like grass. Corn's the grass, basically, right? So corn shoots, you just want to be really small. You can grow them over and over. And I just use popcorn from the store. You can do it over and over. And that you can take and just toss those in your smoothies and that. That's a fun one to do with kids. Can you explain what we put in the deep and shallow adapters? Yeah, anything that's a big seed, like the peas, corn, mung beans, which make bean sprouts, and the radish, I put in the deep one. But this is what the caveat. So this is what we were doing up till now for the past couple months until now. The smaller seeds like your tatsoi, mustard greens, kale, collards, and that will all go into your shallow one. So little tiny seeds. And when we say big seeds and small seeds, this is what we're talking about. Peas, like big seeds like that, and your other seeds like this will go into shallow. So deep, shallow, right? Now, that's just for microgreens, growing them to this point and harvesting them. So if people are telling you microgreens are healthy, nutrient dense, you need to be eating them. And if all you want to do is just eat microgreens, you grow them just like this. Harvest them, keep growing. This you want to grow out about another inch or two. This one needs about 4 or 5 more days. All right. But what we're trying to do is grow them out bigger because I like to save money. So we're growing them bigger. We're letting them grow. I'm doing all of these this week in the deep container. So this is a small tatsoi, which would usually go in the shallow container. I'm putting that in the deep container because I'm trying to hold this up a little bit more before they start falling over, and see if I can grow that more where it grows more like the peas, and then it might fall over a little bit, but by then we're going to harvest it. So I just want to hold it up a little bit more because it's going to give me better use of the space. You can see when they start falling over, they start growing into each other. And when I yank one out, I might like pull the other jar off the shelf. And if these were growing more up, you guys saw this little space from here to here. There was 4 across and 4 back in that video I just played you, right? So right here we had 16 this big that were all the way up to here. They were touching the light. We're growing because they were growing up. So I'm going to try and get these guys to grow up. If they grow out, then my next one's going to have to be here. You can see how far apart we're going to have to start putting them, right? So you have to start spacing them, and you can't have them squished up together. So we're experimenting with the deep one. Vaughn, how are you doing? Welcome in. So water only to peas and not touching the adapter, but other ones, nutrient touching adapter. Yeah, in the very beginning. Like I said, because we were going out of town, you want to keep everything damp. If you're going to come in here and spray them, if you want to come in here and spray them 2 or 3 times a day, your seeds, then you don't need it to touch her. You just want to keep it there till the roots grow down. To me, I just left these and we took off out of town. Okay, so that's radish way down in there. And there's no paper towel in the radish. I might have, I think I did put paper towel. I'm experimenting with paper towel on the radish one because the radish all fits in there. A couple of them did fall through, but the radish was like floating in here and growing. So see, that's just as touching, right? And we were gone yesterday, so drop just a little bit, and I'll do that. And then what you can do is just come in and just shake it a little bit. Here goes the winner. Sisters Treasures, congratulations. Are you new? Congratulations. If you're new, welcome in. Welcome to the Keep on Growing family. There's more seeds, guys. Y'all like back-to-back giveaways? Yes. And Jan Lee, hello. I know you popped in and said hello and that. I had a little video playing. For cheese, what is up? Do you sell the same size? Or do you the same size and only mix shallow and mix? Let me see. Sell the same size or only mix shallow and mix? Shallow and mix. Are you talking about the 2 sides? I sell these as a set. So that way, if you get these and you get a pack, some of these are the big seeds and some of the smaller ones. So you get to go ahead and be able to use either one. All right, guys, we're going to run this set of adapters, what we've been talking about all night. Okay. And this is going to come with seeds. And it's going to come with your rings. Like I said, if you want to do like me, as long as you don't knock these off, I would just holding them in place like that. You don't want to screw them on, right? My finger is ready. Awesome. Sorry, shallow and deep or the same size. No, I just do the shallow and deep right now. I'm trying to keep things streamlined. Otherwise, we're doing this on Etsy too, and we're getting like hundreds of sales on Etsy. We're just doing like one set right now. In the future, we might switch it up a little bit. But this also works as a ring. So some people were the ball mason jar, the big one. This one, I think, slides down in it a little. And the quart jar, somebody asked about the quart one, right? It sits up on top. Somebody asked if you could do the peas in the quart. And I did it last week when we harvested it. We had several of them that were in the quart. They won't grow quite this big. They'll get it about that big when you run out of water. And after that, you can go ahead and take this. What I usually do is lift it up a little like that and pour a little bit water in there. Just plain water for peas. Okay. You can just pour it in here and let it kind of trickle down. But then you're taking a risk getting this wet again. So I like, once this dries out, I like to leave it dried out. But you can definitely use the quart ones on there. I grew a couple of them like that. Just depends how long. Like this, we could harvest it when it was like that big. But that's why I like these. Bon, thank you for the tip. You rock. Do you sell a print? No, I do not. All right. So we're going to go to the adapters. What print editor do you use? Blender, about to rip your hair out. Believe it or not, I use Tinkercad, which is for like elementary school kids to kind of learn how to do CAD. And that's what I use because that's all I need. Now, I do like using Blender. My computer won't handle it. I have to do it on a new computer. Are they different for the wide and small mouth jars? These are only for wide mouth jars. I'm not making them for the small mouth jar because these would be even smaller than this. And it really doesn't give you a good portion. So this fits. This is a ball mason jar. And this is just a generic one from the Dollar General or Dollar Tree. Cool, I have to check it out. Yeah, just Tinkercad. All right, guys, we're going to run this. The 2 shallow, deep one, 2 adjustment rings if you need it, and an 8-pack of seeds. All right, run a couple. Oh, we got 30 seconds. Let's let the giveaway. I'll get this ready. We'll see who won the giveaway, and then I'll start another one. What is the extra ring for? Here, when the giveaway's going. Some of them, see, they sit on top. And I just played a video showing this. Some of them, they slide down in there a little. They work. They both work. And I did it like that on purpose, so they would fit a lot of jars. If I made it to fit this exactly, it wouldn't fit like one of the other ones. So I did it like that. But some people want to sit up on top, and they didn't keep the rings. J-Pip, congratulations. Right? So I just made these rings. I sell them on Etsy, but over here I'm giving them away free with these. That way, whichever one you're using, they both fit, and it just sits up on top. If that bothers you, you don't have to use it. All of these, I'm not using it. All of those, I just set up. But when you saw me harvest that video where I harvested like 16 of these, half of those were sitting down inside of it. Hey, one more seed giveaway. All right, getting a giveaway. And when they're distracted, 2, are peas the only seeds you have to soak overnight? Any big seed. So if I do like mung beans, corn shoots, sunflowers, the real big seeds, I soak them overnight. I instead of just adapt, I have to find the right one. All right, this is gonna be sudden death, guys. 5 seconds. Ready, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good pickup. Ready, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. $9. Dilly bar. First purchase. Congratulations. Welcome to the Keep on Growing family. Robin Lee, is that Robin? Congratulations. $8. Dilly Bar's got another one. Congratulations. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Robin, congratulations. And go. 3 minutes in the giveaway. Belle, congratulations. Yeah, you're getting that whole pack of seeds, eight microgreens with it. And y'all watch your shipping. It should go down with each one until you get free shipping. Dealer Bar got another one. After I think about 3 of them, then you'll get free shipping. After it gets to 921, it'll be free shipping up to Noir Girl. Congratulations. Up to about 5 pounds, which is quite a bit. These are, I think, with the seeds, is about 7 ounces a piece. Von Von. Von Von, one again. Did it start? There we go. Psycho Case. Running. Robin, it's got another one. Congratulations. Y'all let me know if the free shipping starts working. Noir Girl, $9. D, congratulations. Who is that? Lee, congratulations. All right, we're going to go to about 20. And that giveaway's about to draw. Von Von's got another one. Congratulations. What are we on? 19. Francine, congrats. Psycho Case. Is it running, guys? Oh, maybe it stopped because of the 1 second. Dawn, congratulations. It stopped me. My shipping was $1.25. Now it's $3.63. Is that Psycho Case? All right, how many did you buy? Yeah, should be going down. Or what it'll do is they'll max out at 921. See if all your shipping added up together comes out to 921. No big deal. 2. Okay, 2. What it'll do is, congratulations. Is that D again? What happened, Psycho Case, is because you won the giveaway. So I paid for the shipping on the giveaway. So it takes that into account. So that first couple of bucks, $3 or $4 or $4 to $5, it takes into account that it's taking it out of my pay. And then that's why yours was only $1.21, because it's taking the first $4 or $5 out of your giveaway. So it's bundling your giveaway and your first purchase. Yeah, now it goes down to free. It was saying you'll want a giveaway, and then I have to pay the shipping on that. So that's why your first one was like $1. It all comes out. So you won't even get 921. I paid for the first $4 or $5 for yours, so you're actually paying like only 4 or 5. Highland Homestead, congratulations. So that's pretty cool. Here we go. Hey guys, and I'm gonna do something. Let's see. D, congratulations. Give me 1 second. Let me look. All right. So the people that went in and bought this in the beginning for $10, most of these are going for $10. All right. I'm going to go ahead and throw the seeds in yours too. Okay. And I lost. Trying to find a giveaway again. And there's another giveaway. It's just when we get a bunch of people in there, sometimes they're over here bidding these up to like 20 or $30. So that's why I put those in there just, and some people weren't able to do the swiping thing. Let's see. D, congratulations. Somebody was asking about the speckled pea. Do you use speckled pea? Yeah, these are speckled peas. Is that what you were asking? Not sure what the question was. Is that D again? Congratulations. Oh, do you have speckled peas for the giveaway? Priha, congratulations. One more, 25. 1 second. All right, 25. D got another one. Congratulations. Do you have speckled pea for the giveaway? I think didn't we just do one? We did a speckled pea. This one right here is the 8-pack. Unless I specify, it's the 8-pack. I don't have any more boxes to put the big ones in. Unless you bought something else, I could kind of throw it in the box with it. What seeds are in the 8-pack? Speckled pea. Right there. This is a new one. It's kale. Blue Scotch curled. Our radish that everybody loves, the red arrow radish. Broccoli. Red garnet amaranth. Red acre cabbage. The red acre cabbage is this bright purple one here. They said the more color you've got, Green, you get chlorophyll, and the other ones you get like other vitamins and minerals from. And the more color, they said eat the rainbow, right? Tatsoi and arugula. Somebody was saying they were loving the arugula. Awesome seed collection. Thank you, Coop. All of the seeds are great, and you're so generous. My house smells great. Awesome. Thank you, Dardell. Isn't that cool? Hey, and one that's going to be really cool is this basil. I don't have too much. This cinnamon basil smells like cinnamon, kind of like the red hots, and it's Thai basil. Let me see what I got left. Guys, I got some Thai basil. Anybody want Thai basil? It's good for like all your Thai cooking. Let's see. What about hard winter wheatgrass? Now, I don't do wheatgrass. The microgreen. If you guys want to, you can. You don't have to grow just all the stuff I do. You can just go to like True Leaf Market and click on the microgreens tab and get any microgreens you want. I've truly changed my mom's life. Thank you, Julie. That makes me happy. And you were telling us about that during our meeting. Love Thai basil. Basil of all kinds. I'm going to try wheatgrass with your setup. Awesome. And let me know how it comes out. My wife just has like allergies and stuff, and we don't do a whole lot of wheatgrass. All right, here goes that giveaway. This next giveaway, guys, I'm gonna have to write this. I don't have, you know what? I might have. Look, I got a whole roll. Thai basil. All right, you don't need as many of these, right? Mike, what sunflower seeds do you buy, black oil or red? I was getting the black oil. All right, here's a giveaway. To me, basil always smells like peppery. These are really tiny seeds, so you don't need a whole lot of them. Bella or Belle, congratulations. You want an 8-pack of seeds? This next one, guys, is going to be Thai basil. That's a ton. See how small they are? That's a ton of seeds. That's probably like 100,000 plants. Okay. Go buy some basil seeds in the store, one of those little packets, and see how many are in there. That's why you want to do microgreen seeds. Let me find a different box for this. I got to open another case, but I've got the smaller boxes. This is going to be Thai basil is good tea. Awesome. I'm going to have to try that. Guys, if you get any kind of basil going, you can keep propagating it too. You can cut it, clone it, just stick it in a little water and then stick that in another cracky setup and just keep going and going. Healthy basil tea. I'm going to have to try that. So you're talking about like the basil, or because I've seen some drinks made with like just the seeds in it. So it's just the seeds where it gets kind of gooey, or are you talking about like the basil leaf? Somebody educate me a little. This is going to be plant leaves. Do you use the Thai leaves? Sweet basil is my favorite. I grow it in a click and grow hydroponics. Yeah, I love sweet basil and Genovese. What number is this? 11? All right, here's the giveaway, guys. This is a bunch of Thai basil. Yeah, I'm going to have to try that too. I grow Thai basil out and use the leaves. Okay, cool. So here's a bunch that you can grow out. That's the next giveaway. Thai basil. Now, let's see. I haven't done any. It's 11 o'clock already, guys. We might wait till tomorrow. But if anybody wanted any of these, or if they want this cinnamon basil grown out, it's even better. I see. Ooh, I'm going to do that. I've got 2 cinnamon basil ones growing right now. But we were going to do these like some kits with I've got nutrients. Got a couple packed up and some, yes, the adapters in your hand. Do you want it as a kit, or you want me just run these with like the seeds, or do you guys need the nutrients and the clay pebbles with it? And do you want one quick demo? I think I've got a bowl somewhere if anybody needs a demo. Microgreens. The kits are awesome. Just got mine. Jamon just said seeds. You want me to run a couple like this? With nutrients, don't need the pebbles. Yes. All right, so demo. I'll do one quick demo. And then we'll run them like this. Kits would be great. I'll do a couple like this for you guys, and then I'll do a couple kits, and then we'll call it a night. How's that? My mom wants to tell you I can't stop eating microgreens. Oh, that's so nice, Julie. They've truly helped improve my life and battle I'm facing for over a decade. Thank you. Julie, that's awesome. Julie, that's content you can be making. That's the kind of stuff like it touches people's lives. Brought some glass pebbles from the Dollar Tree, and will they work for microgreens? I'm not sure, Nina. You can give it a try. I've used pebbles, pea gravel. That works really great from Home Depot and Lowe's. So give it a try. I would try both the basil and the cinnamon and the new adapters. Yeah, do I use the short adapters with the basil? I started mine in the deep one just because this is my next experiment. You can probably grow it in the small one, and you're probably going to want to pull them out, and unless you're going to eat them just as microgreens. So when they're small, before the roots get all tangled up in the bottom, you're going to want to be pulling them out and using them. My mom went from years of having a bowel movement once a month to once every 2 months. That's awesome, Julie. Pea gravel, great idea. I use cinder rock and it works well. See, everybody's trying all these different things. Sorry to be late. That's all right, Healer Ridge. You all right? We're playing cards with friends. Awesome. Date night. All right. Before we get too late, let me find where I've got this. We're going to run a couple of these. See, instead of just doing an adapter, I've got to find the actual adapter itself. All right, somebody pre-bid $6. So the first one's going to be $6. And then the next one will start at $1. All right. I'm working on a slow video at the moment from start to finish. Video of the green. Awesome. That's cool. Video of the greens. So happy for your mom. Isn't that awesome, guys? If you were reading that. All right, 5 seconds. Whoever needs this. This one fits the regular mouth the regular mouth mason jar and the Coke bottle. And if you guys want the one that fits a Gatorade bottle, let me know. We've got a couple of those over there, and I'll run that. Ready, go. Robin, congratulations. Here goes the winner. First time purchase, welcome in. Robin, congratulations. What just happened, guys? Was that the same, Robin? Robin, did you just win the auction and, yes, thank you, and the giveaway at the same time? That was pretty cool. So you got 2 bags of seeds now. You got lots of microgreens. All right, here we go again. That was pretty cool. I should have been recording. Yeah, it's aligned, right? Psycho case. Ready, go. Sanchan, congratulations. Hold on one second, guys. I didn't count. All right, don't want to overextend myself. Someone bought a blessed chat. Did somebody get a blessed chat? Who got a blessed chat? Firmly planted? Firmly planted, did you get a blessed chat? Let me run that. Yes, this is from Firmly Planted. It's going to be a set of the adapters from Firmly Planted. Thank you very much. Y'all say thank you. And go follow them too. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so nice. There you go. The giveaway's running. And Hummingbird's got them tagged up. Hummingbird, you're awesome. Maria too. My 2 mods. Right. Fingers ready. Running. What number are we on? 4, 5, 4. Jamon, congratulations. Whatnot's telling me slow down. There we go. Yes, thank you for the bless. Highland Homestead, congratulations. And if y'all see Daylily Homestead, they left a nice comment on YouTube. Robin, congratulations. Good pickup. $8. And go. Number 7. 3, 2, 1, 8. Psycho case. Psycho case. Good pickup. Come on, Whatnot. You can do it. There we go. Running. 3, 2, 1. First time purchase. Congratulations. OMFG. Congratulations. Welcome to the Keep on Growing family. You got you a bunch of microgreen seeds and a microgreen grower. Let me run 2 more and I'll let you guys know first time purchase. Jamon, congratulations. I'll do one quick demo here for you. Valerie, congratulations. Anybody's just buying it for the first time purchase, these are going to be in there. This was the card. It'll be a sticker so you can stick it on a notebook or your refrigerator or whatever. There's a QR code. That'll go to YouTube that has all my videos playing. You know what? This thing's been sitting still all night. That's the video y'all just saw tonight. But on YouTube, we've got dozens of videos on how to set these up. So I'll take you to a playlist on that. And then over here, is my Amazon store. So once you get set up and you get ready, if you need more clay pebbles and nutrients in that, that's where you can go to get it. So these will be inside of your boxes so you don't. Oh, and the other thing is right down here has my email. So if you guys have any questions about like setting it up and that, email me or jump in our Facebook group, which is Keep On Growing too, wherever it's at up there. And great bunch of people over there. They all help each other out. All right, so everybody got this? Want to do a couple of kits real quick? Share the live stream. Thank you, Blue Jay. Appreciate it. All right, guys, we'll do a kit. Y'all want these in the kit? Or do you want microgreen growers? And this is where everybody pay attention. Gator, you want the Gatorade adapter. Let's do that because I think I just did 10 of those. That's what we had. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, we'll do a couple of kits with this. There'll be 2 of these. All right, this is going to come with seeds. Clay pebbles. And nutrients. Let me get a box. Sorry, guys, we're kind of going slow motion tonight. It's just that's what happens when you go on vacation and come back, right? We were talking and we're in a group where how to make money with social media. And I told people how much I've been working and hadn't took a vacation in like 7 years. And to me, I enjoy working. Working is kind of like a vacation to me. And we got done, and I kind of thought that wasn't really fair to my wife. You know, I don't miss him and all that, but she's been like really supportive, and I was like, I haven't taken her anywhere in like 7 years. So that's why we went out to St. Augustine, even though I did like film a little bit and I'm going to be editing a video, but it wasn't like we were working. But we came back kind of in slow motion because we drove all the way back. We had to get up, check out, and then we drove from St. Augustine to Palatka, the ravines. We're driving around in that, and just got home a little while before the stream started. So that's why we're going slow motion. We're going to have clay pebbles to start. We're going to have nutrients. Is enough to make 5 gallons to get you started. All you do is put 1 teaspoon per gallon. That's what we've been growing all this stuff up here with. All right. You can have your seeds, pack of seeds. We'll do this first one just like this. And we can always like throw a bunch of seeds. So when you get all this, now you get 2 of these adapters. These. We can't even hold it all in here. How's that? All right. So everybody's like confused about this. Clay pebbles, nutrients, pack of seeds, and 2 of the Gator. This is the regular mouth, mason jar, and the Gatorade bottle. And we won't do this one like we'll do like a regular auction. We'll do 7 seconds in between. All right, go. Running. I see all the names going by. Jamon. Jamon is winning. 3, 2, 1. Oh, snipe. Somebody got in there. Von Von. New here. What is this? These are microgreen growers. I'll show you 1 minute. Von Von won auction. Congratulations. We grow microgreens nice and easy. You can actually see me doing a demo right there. I'll get on this side. I was standing in the way, wasn't I? And it makes it just simple as can be. If you go ahead and follow and tune in at the beginning of our shows, I always have a demo. I usually talk like an hour before we even start auctioning anything off. And I've got a YouTube channel too called Keep On Growing, where all these videos are at. No problem. Thank you, Bon Bon. Are you ready? Set. Starting at $5. Go. So much easier than all in a jar. I didn't have that much luck doing it. You didn't have it just with the jar? 35. Jamon. Robin Tree. Jamon, hold on. Congratulations. All right, box number 3. We got just a couple boxes here, guys. And then we'll get printing. We'll try to print some more tomorrow. Is that Robin? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Robin, hold on. Congratulations, Robin. And go. What number are we on, guys? Box number 4. Who do we got? Jamon. 23. OMF. 25. Jamon back in. 31. Cookies. We got rated. Hold on 1 minute. Let's have a giveaway. 2, 1. $39. Congratulations. Jamon, congratulations. Welcome in. Is that the cookie people? Crumb City, what is up? Hey, y'all want a cookie giveaway? I don't even have a listing for it. Y'all let me know if you want a cookie giveaway. Yum. Here, don't go anywhere. All right, Hummingbird, can you tag them? I just got some in today. Guys, almost 100 peeps. Here you go. I just got these in today. Cosmic cookie. This one, guys, this one's like the brownie. Have you all had the Little Debbie one? The chocolate based ones are good. These guys, this one, Crumb City, does that one have the black cocoa powder in it? You guys got me hooked on that. I'm like eating like black cocoa powder like almost every day. I'm making hot chocolate with it. My wife eats some gluten. Look, somebody just said gluten-free. Jamon. This one is gluten-free chocolate chip. I'm not sure. I think these were from last week. They alternate every week on Monday. And I've got some more coming in. I think there was like a mint one for St. Patrick's Day. That's enough. See, we got more gluten-free. So they'll have a gluten-free option. They have several different gluten-free ones. So they don't have this one this week. I'm not sure what this week's gluten-free one is. You can probably tag Crumb City or head on over to their page and you see which one. This is Laura's cookie. And I'm thinking, I'm not sure, Autumn Glow. Okay, thanks, Crumb City. Whoever was asking about gluten-free, it's Autumn Glow. Crumb City, was this one have to do with your mom? And that, but this one's got cranberries. I like it. Macadamia nuts. I love anything with macadamia nuts. My mom was born and raised in Hawaii, and uh, she moved down. She was in Florida. They were in Florida. That's where I was born, down in South Florida. And my grandparents lived in Hawaii. They spoke Japanese, so I really never even was able to speak to my grandparents that came from Hawaii, but they would come to visit and they would speak very little English. And my mom, you know, talked to my mom. I wouldn't understand anything they said, but I remember my grandpa would bring, he owned a macadamia nut farm, and he would bring bags of macadamia nuts, which are really expensive, right? And they're like raw. We'd have to like crack them. And sometimes they bring them cracked, already shelled, and then actually roast them in that. And so we grew up. And then when they had what was the brand, Manaloa, the chocolate covered macadamia nuts, that was like a treat. We were kids. We weren't getting that. We were eating like Hershey's and stuff. And they would bring over that. And it was awesome. We source our mac nuts from Hawaii. Awesome. Oh, giveaway. Look, and the cookie butter doughboy. All right, guys, this one's the one with the Biscoff cookie on it. Who knows what Biscoff cookie is? Yeah, I'm gonna run this as a. I'm gonna run low on cookies over there. I'm gonna let you guys have some of these. I'm gonna do 2 cookies. Price. These are $6. And you can go over, these are premium cookies, or premium. And all of the stuff that they use is all premium stuff. They're dye-free sprinkles. I think the chocolate chips, she like goes to a special place to get them. They buy like a bunch of them at a time, getting them in bulk, but they use only like quality ingredients and try to source like the best stuff they can. It's only like 1/3 the sugar too of regular cookies. I don't eat processed. I don't eat Oreos and Nutter Butters and all that. If I do, it's because like the Biscoff is like on here, a little incidental cookie. I don't sit down and eat processed cookies, but I'll eat these. And somebody who was over there in their stream says they're diabetic, and this does not like spike their blood sugar. So I don't eat hardly any sugar. I eat stevia and monk fruit, and these like don't bother me. So they've got a lot of protein cookies. I think I'm almost out of them, but they have this power protein cookie with chocolate on the top. It's pretty damn good, and it flex fetty. So guys, I don't have a listing for cookies, so I'm going to do this giveaway as a blessed chat. And we're going to call it Bless number 3. All right, so there's a giveaway. It's going to be 2 random cookies. There you go. They're 3 to 4 inch cookies. 3 to 4 cookies thick and 4 inches across. Actually, my stomach's growling. I might eat one like right now. I think I've got about 6 left in the refrigerator. You guys can take these and eat them, keep them for a couple of weeks. You can put them in your fridge, or you can freeze them for like up to 6 months, I think they said. The protein cookies are amazing, aren't they? iBiscuits, they're like, I've got a whole thing of pea protein, and it kind of makes our smoothies, because we use a lot of like green juice and stuff, a little gritty or whatever, but eating the cookies, it's just like having a snack. So that blessed chat, guys, I'm going to give you 2 of mine, but I got to ask my wife. She's getting the gluten-free ones. I got those for her. But if they don't want the other ones, I'll go ahead and just randomly give you 1 or 2. If you guys, the ones that you saw, what would be your choice if you wanted 2 of those? Demo. You want a demo? Yes. How can I see my shipping amount? On what so far? Doughboy. I'll put the Doughboy in there because I've had several of them. Jess said she wants it gluten-free. Keely deserves them all. Yeah, she might not eat them all though, but she definitely won't eat all these. Allergic to gluten. Jess, if you win the giveaway, message me and I'll give you the gluten-free. All right, demo for the newbies. All right, I'll do a quick demo. All right, so that was the cookies. Y'all go follow Crumb City. Did my mods tag them up? And I'm going to do a quick demo, guys. And I want you guys to not blink because this is going to happen so fast. Here, there's Crumb City. Y'all go follow them. That's it. All right. I need a little box to put it on because y'all can't see. All right, this is one of our adapters. Trying to find a bowl. I gotta wash some bowls. Here, we're gonna do this. All right. All right, so watch this. All right, this is our Coke bottle adapter. Let me grab a Coke bottle. These fit 16.9 ounce bottles. They fit the 20 ounce bottles. And they also fit this 1 liter bottle. So if you want to do something like a baking dish, you can do a baking dish. Something big like that. All right. But right now we're going to do this. We're going to take clay pebbles, our Coke bottle. And guys, this is our nutrients. All we do is mix 1 teaspoon per gallon. Okay. All right. So here's your demo. And don't blink. We got 1 minute in the giveaway. That's a cookie giveaway. I learned to do this over the bowl. All right. Here's the adapter. It goes on just like that. Right? Upside down like that. How easy is that? All right. This is clay pebbles. I'll explain it all in a second. It's your clay pebbles. This is straight water. Spritz. Right? Here's our tot soy. 1 package of tot soy is pre-measured for you. A little more spritz. And we cover it. Now, what did I say when I said that giveaway? I said, yeah, 1 minute in the giveaway, right? I said, yeah, 1 minute in the giveaway. We're done. That was 1 minute. Here's the giveaway. So that took us 1 minute to do this. That's your demo. Congratulations. Resourceful Living Homestead. Congratulations. You got some cookies. You got some cookies, man. Hey, Mike. How are you doing tonight? How long do you keep it covered? Then you keep it covered. This one right here, I just uncovered during the live show. That's the same way, just like this one. See him pushing up a little bit right there? Right? It'll be pushing up on the foil a little bit. Just like he's pushing up on that lid. You uncover them. Whatever's hitting the light right there will be a little green. See, that's still a little yellow there. I'll put this under the lights tomorrow. Within a day, those are all going to be green. In a few days, they're going to be about yay big. A couple more days later. And then about a week later, it'll be about that big. See all the roots? Have a great night. Jamon, thank you very much. We'll get stuff shipped out to you. Is there different methods than you just showed? Is that a different method? Yeah, this right here. Here, this that we just showed, we uncover it. In a few days after you uncover it, it's going to look like that. And then a couple more days, it'll look like that. Then if you got the refillable bottle, these guys are all tangled up back here. You can actually grow it out even farther and just keep growing. So that way you get more bang for your buck. And from that, you can pull your plants out like that. Right? See the roots? And you can take that and plant that. My channel, if you go to my channel, after I get done setting that up right there, you'll see a whole bunch of big plants. We just did something like this. I did this out of a downspout. Put that in there. We just fill it up with nutrients. I put it in there with a pool noodle. It's all on my YouTube channel. And you grow out loads and loads of plants. So just keep an eye on right there. You'll see me put that together just as quick as you saw me put this together. And then you're going to see a whole bunch of plants out in the garden. Let's see, Resourceful Homestead. Are you have multiple auctions? Yeah, we can have some. Doesn't matter how far they are from the grow light. Yeah, you want them closer to the grow light. You can actually take these and lower them and raise them up. I took them off of there. There was a little string that came with Happy Leaf that you could adjust because these peas grow so fast. I was putting it down and lifting it up, and then it was getting in the way of the TV. So like these down here, if you can get it down lower to it, it would be better. So the closer you can get it, which the LEDs are good because they're not real hot, the better. Thanks, Chrome City, for the giveaway. Oh, how does the mason jar one work? All right, so the mason jar. All right, so that's these. Now, guys, I'm just going to sit this over this side. If you've been coming in for months, we plant stuff like this out during the live show. And then just like this one we planted like last week. Right? And then it's got about another 4 or 5 days to go to harvest. I think last week, here's one we just planted a couple days ago. So you guys will actually see us like doing a demo, and then I go ahead and let the stuff grow. So we're just going to set this to the side, and then we'll let that germinate, and then we'll uncover it. Thanks, Chrome City. Thanks, Chrome City. Yep. Appreciate it. Hey, they're awesome. So y'all make sure you're following YouTube and Facebook. Did I forget you guys over there? Heart, thumbs up. Thanks for sharing. Let me drop a link. You guys jump on over here to Whatnot if you want. You've been seeing us do giveaways all night. And I'm sorry, I forgot to drop the link. This is to come over to Whatnot. You get a $15 credit for jumping over there. All right, guys. This is another 8-pack of seeds. Where'd they go? It's another 8-pack of seeds. And I'm going to show you how to do the other microgreen grower. All righty, here we go. All right, jump in that giveaway. Let's see, I have found I prefer the mason jar adapters because they're much easier to clean, no pebbles to clean up. Yeah, Resourceful, isn't it cool? That's what I'm moving towards. So that's why people are asking. And that's why like I came on and this is what I was showing them how to do. Resourceful, you just showed up, right? This is all, I've got tatsoi, I got red cabbage, and I'm testing them in these deep ones, the small seeds. I've got 12 of them sitting right up here. I've got 16 peas right over there, another 2. I've got 12. I've got more radish. I got broccoli. I got cinnamon basil. I got Thai basil, all kinds of stuff sitting over there. And all of that, I played a video when we first started tonight. Have a great night. Nana, good night. Have a great night. I played a video where I showed we had 16 jars of peas up here, harvested it, and I took all these out and just rinsed them out in the garden and rinsed all these guys out. If you do get a little bit of algae or something on it, you can do a little spritz of bleach, let it sit for a couple minutes and then come back and just hose it off. and I replanted all of that. Like within less than an hour, I had 50 more of these planted out. It's awesome. I've been here for a bit, tending to hydroponic stuff too. I watched your YouTube video. Okay, you saw the YouTube one? Okay, cool. I can't get it to load up to Facebook. Somebody asked about these now, and this is what us resourceful living in that, and we're talking about is this one, because the way we're doing it, we're not doing any grow medium. When you go to clean up, these things are kind of a pain to clean. You set them in the sun, let them dry, try to get the roots off of them, wash them. With this, you don't have to mess with any of that except a little piece of paper towel. I don't even cut mine round. I just rip a little square off and put it in there, and that's what I use. So all these things that you see us growing, there's actually a piece of paper towel up underneath of there. Let's see. You see a little piece of it poking out right there, right? A little piece of paper towel. See the roots? They go right down through the paper towel. This one's a paper towel too, and see all the roots? Okay, when you go to clean up, that's why all of these were so easy to clean. I took this, I did on my show, but my video I show you take it, you just cut your microgreens, you take a sharp knife, cut the roots off, and then pull the rest out and rinse it out. It's that easy. But guys, so to set all of these up, I just put a little piece of paper towel. Yeah, I just do this one. All right, here's a jar. If we put that in there, I'm going to want to fill it up till it just touches that. Okay? And it's easy. So I just look, it's right there below that rim. So I take this as our nutrients. It's 1 teaspoon per gallon. I'll show you that in a second. All right, here's your demo. Compare this to what you saw me do before. All right, I put that in there. If the paper towel is still dry, you need to put just a little bit more. You can just put a dash in here just to get it kind of damp so your seeds will germinate. Now just sprinkle a little in here. I don't measure. This is chaos gardening, right? It's not going to take a whole pack. You probably get about 3 of them out of that pack. She measures. I toss a tree to see if they would grow. Oh, they said to toss the roots around the tree. Look, guys, it's only about that much. Okay. And then where we were doing aluminum foil, look, this how easy it is covered up. That's done. All right, now you come in there. If it looks like it's starting to dry up a little, just spritz it with a little water for the next couple of days. Then it's going to do just like we showed you. Then you're going to come in here one day and it's going to be doing that. It's going to be saying, let me out. Let me out. You go, oh, I'm sorry, right? That's when they're germinated. See, they're still yellow. That's how easy it is. So we just planted that out. Lots of these that are up here are when we did demos on our show, and then we just did that. Hey, who won? Laura. Congratulations. Guys, here's a $10 Amazon gift card for you. If that's okay. Y'all want that or no? Or do you want seeds? Amazon or seeds? Absolutely not. Psycho K said no. He said no. He's the only one that can win. He won a $20 one a couple weeks ago. Seeds. Amazon. Couple people. All right, here, before we go for the night, here's Amazon. All right, there's Amazon, and we'll do one more seed. See this? I just set this over here. Guys, I have a whole shelf that is nothing but all these guys that are ready to go just like this. By next week, you wait, you come in, and you'll see a bunch of them. Look. Here's amaranth, been growing a couple of weeks. Sweet. All right, I started it. All right, so you all saw the demo, right? What number were we on the microgreen grower? Our box number 4. Here it is. All right, guys. So this one fits. This is a regular mouth mason jar. It fits our Gatorade bottles. This is what my son made, the Gatorade one, because he was drinking these and they're like really tough, so those will last a while, right? All right, so it fits those Gatorade bottles. And we found out they also fit. I was drinking ocean spray. So if you get the big bacon dish, you can use these. I had one growing. I had a V8 bottle that's shaped like this. It fits that. This is Gold Peak Tea. Lots of them have the same bottle manufacturer, even though they all have their own labels, but the same lid fits. This one you can't get. Facebook and YouTube, you can't get this on Etsy. I'm not selling it. Only my peeps on Whatnot can have this. Okay. So this is only here on Whatnot. And there's 2 of them in here. There's 2 of them. And you all saw me do the demo. You saw some clay pebbles, right? It's clay pebbles. Y'all saw me use some nutrients. 1 teaspoon per gallon. There's enough to make 5 gallons there. And you saw me set it up, right? We didn't use hardly anything out of there. So you got nutrients. We're going to have 8 pack of seeds. We're going to have 2 of these adapters. Okay. And we only have a couple boxes left. All right. We're going to start at, if somebody didn't pre-bid, let me see. We're going to start at $5. Ready? Set, go. I think we got 2 more left before we stop. So this is one when we go, I think we're going to 6. Who we got? Psycho Case is winning. Psycho Case winning at 25, and Robin's in there at 27. And Robin won. All right, one more. Ready? Go. Last one. And last one. And we do this, guys, but I just auction what we have. I could take orders all night, but that way I can ship them out tomorrow morning. So we'd rather do that than like take a bunch of orders and people wait like a week. Whatnot likes to ship fast. So 26, 30. Valerie's winning $30. And Valerie's taking it home. Awesome. Thank you, Valerie. All right, and the people who just came in, I'll run a few more before we go. For people that just came in, the microgreen grows that we were showing, there's these 2. There's a deep one, shallow one. So this one's for your bigger seeds. This is for your smaller seeds. And we're actually testing all of the small seeds in here so that we can grow them into baby greens so that you get a lot more bang for your buck, right? Because you spend a lot on seeds anyway. So this way you're going to get a whole lot more yield. And then they come with adjustment rings so that they don't slide in. To me, it's not a problem. Some jars, even the ball jars, some of them they fit, some they slide down a little bit. But with the ring, it just sits right up on top. I think they were saying so they can pick it up and refill it if they want. Okay? So you're going to get wide, the deep, the shallow. Here's the winner. Briha, is that your second one tonight? Giveaway. Look, he said it's time for a giveaway. She won again. Let's see, giveaway. All right, this is the 13th bag of seeds we're giving away, and 2 of them were big bags if you guys weren't here. All right, I'm going to try again. It said no. There we go. Whatnot's glitching out a little bit. All right, getting that. And that pack of seeds is right here. All right. 1 auction and 2 wins. Sweet. Awesome, Bria. How do we get in the giveaway? Sherry Mac, right up here, there should be a little box. It says giveaway. And if you click that, it'll follow. Make sure you're following the host. It'll say follow and enter, or it'll just say you're in the giveaway. All right, so the people who just popped in, we've got both of those. We got this whole pack of seeds. This is what's in the giveaway, and 2 there. Have you done Swiss Chard? Yeah, Swiss Chard's awesome. Swiss Chard's like a cut and come again. Once you get it growing in a bigger container, we do it in a 5-gallon bucket. And it'll actually last for your whole year, like a cut and come again product, where you can keep cutting the bigger leaves and the little leaves keep popping back in. All right, here we go. Ready? Steady. Oh, this is sudden death. This is only 5 seconds. Ready, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look, $6, $8, $10, 13. Highland Homestead, congratulations. Got all the seeds and the 2 adapters and the rings. Ready? Can you do it as a microgreen? Do you soak them first? The only thing I soak are the big ones like peas and sunflowers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. D, congratulations. Ready, go. Wayo, congratulations. First time purchase. Welcome to the Keep on Growing family. Here, we got a little welcome thing for you. This for all the people, all the new people that came in. All right, all the first time purchase people tonight. We got the gnomes dancing for you. Ready? Get your fingers ready. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. OMF, congratulations. Another one. Ready? Go. Joe Ellen, welcome in. Sorry if I missed you in the chat. Highland Homestead, got another one. Congratulations. If y'all watching your shipping in that, like Psycho Case, it starts to go down when you get to 921. You max out your shipping, and these are like 7 ounces, so whatever goes into like 5 pounds, you can get probably a dozen of these. So after 921, you max out shipping. Pond, point it up. Somebody help me with that. Congratulations and welcome in. Some of the names that trip me up. Pony Up. So that's what, I don't know why that didn't dawn on me. Pony Up. Congratulations. Yeah, and that's 8 packs of microgreen seeds down there that you're getting. Laura. First time purchase. Laura, welcome in. I keep putting my fat head in the way. The gnomes are welcoming you in. Welcome to the Keep on Growing family. Grace, welcome in. First time purchase. That's for you too. Guys, the first time purchase people, If you missed some of the demo, don't worry. These are going to be inside. It's going to be a little sticker. This one's on a card, so you can stick it on your refrigerator or a notebook. This right here has, scan that, takes you to my YouTube channel, has dozens of videos on how to set all these different adapters up. And then you can look at the rest, and it'll show you how to plant them out into bigger containers, like our cracky containers and that. You can build your own garden tower for like 10 bucks on my channel. And then over here, that's my Amazon store. So if you get the hang of this and you need more nutrients and that, Wayo, congratulations. You need more nutrients or clay pebbles or what have you, whatever I use in my hydroponics, you can go check it out on my Amazon store. And right down there is my email. So if you have any questions, you're not going to be lost. You just email me there. All right. All right, new people. Ready? Fingers ready? $1. And go. Lynn, congratulations. And welcome in, Lynn. Did I say hello yet? Highland Homestead, congratulations. Yeah, if y'all have a YouTube channel, let each other know. Hey, and all you people who are in here in the chat, if you sell on whatnot, let people know what you sell. We're all like a big family here. I believe it or not, when I'm on here and I'm like packing seeds, I have to sit at my desk and I have to put all these labels on these bags and bag this stuff up. My son helps me do it. While I'm sitting there, I have whatnot playing. And I go, you guys just saw cookies we just gave away, right? Look, I got a friggin' drone sitting over there I haven't even played with yet, but I bought it for like 20 bucks or something. It's like a $300 drone. Brand new sneakers, $130 sneakers I got for 35 bucks. So there's all kinds of stuff. Whatever you guys are selling on here. So I'm not just going around like looking at plant people. I'm buying all kinds of stuff. I bought starter for sourdough bread the other day. If you guys don't know, it's from a company, and the starter they've been using in their family since like the 1800s or 1700s. And you know, the starter, they keep using it over and over and keep feeding it. And I got some of that. Milford Spice Company. I got a box load of spices today. So if you guys are selling on whatnot, let everybody know what you're selling. All right, here, go, get your fingers ready. See some people off guard. OMF, congratulations, Isabel. Are you up to free shipping yet? Sweet, thanks. I clicked on this by right. Awesome. Welcome in. Wayo, congratulations. Sorry guys, false start. It looked like it started. Sometimes I'm just staring at the screen. It's been a long day. OMF, got you another one. Here we go. Running. Wayo's got another one. Well, you should be about to free shipping. This for the new people. I keep getting in the way. Joellen, got another one. Congratulations. Ta-da. Lynn, congratulations. Good pickup. Good pickup. And go. What number are we on, guys? Pony up. It's got another one. How do you get free shipping? The shipping starts at, this weighs about 7 ounces. It's going to cost about $5 for shipping the first one. The second one is about $2 or $3. When it gets to $9.21, it's going to max out up to about 5 pounds. So 7 ounces, somebody do the math. 7 ounces, how much does that go into like 5 pounds? So up to that, you'll get like free shipping. And guys, even at that, the 921 is a steal, because if I can fit it into a medium flat rate box, that's $21.99 or $21.99 at USPS. If I can fit it into a large flat rate box, you're getting charged $9.21. If I go not through Whatnot, I just take one up to there. You guys go do it. You can go look where their flat rate stuff is. $32 for a large flat rate box. And whatever we can shove into a large flat rate box, you guys are getting paid. You're just getting charged in shipping $9.21. That's like insane. You're already saving $20 just on shipping. Ready? Get your fingers ready. Hi, Mike. Please check your DM on here. I sure will. Who was that? Lone Majestic Wolf. There we go. Good pickup. $10. Lynn, congratulations. Ready to go. I don't have a channel yet. Yeah, everybody needs to get a channel. Congratulations. Is that Miss JR? Ready, go. And guys, I've got, tomorrow we might be talking about it, or maybe Sunday. Laura, congratulations. We've got a group where we talk about how to make money using social media. And that's what the lifetime membership is, because we're just building it out. I mean, we're getting together, we're talking, doing like Q&A, and then I'm taking that feedback. First time purchase. Mulberry, that's for you. Welcome. Welcome to Keep on Growing family. Ready? Go. Almost to 50. Jess, congratulations. All right, last one. Are we at 50? And go. Yeah, I can only I just sell what I've got printed already. Psycho Case, the last one. Congratulations. And we went through our hybrid, the Coke bottle, and the Gatorade. The only other thing, if anybody did need, was like a kit, or it's about the only thing we got left. You all saw me do the demo with one of these, right? I am new adapters. Yeah, they're to do. I just did a demo with them. They're so you can grow your microgreens nice and easy. You don't have to worry about watering them. Usually if you grow microgreens in a traditional like soil, you have to go and water it like 2 or 3 times a day. And if you forget, then you lose like a bunch of seeds. I just got on. Okay, do you have a seed packs you sell? No, I don't. These are just free that we give with, these are like incentives. So the people who had bought this set for $10 in this buy it now section, I think right there in the shop earlier today, I put it there because not everybody wants to like swipe, and some people, their internet connection, they weren't able to do it. So I put them over there for like $10. And then I'm going to go back, the people who bought those, I'm going to throw a pack of seeds in with theirs too. So just trying to help everyone out. But these adapters, just if you follow me, right? When I start my shows, I usually talk for like an hour. I do demos and everything. So go and follow me. Tomorrow we're going to be on about 8:30 again, and I'll start with the demo, and we'll be showing you how to use these. I am set on seeds now. Oh, girl, yeah. We appreciate you, Mike. Thank you, Grace. I really appreciate it. We're just trying to help people out. This is fun. Hey, here's one more giveaway too. Guys, this is the one you just saw me do, right? We're going to do 3 so that you can get like 3 bowls set up like this, 1, 2, 3. And the pack of seeds with it too. We'll do that. Let me get a giveaway going. And Miss J just got the one in the shop. Like I said, the ones that you get in the shop, I'm going to go ahead and toss those in too. So if you missed the auction, that's just a straight $10. And we'll toss that in there for you. We're just trying to help people out tonight. All right, guys, this is for a free set of adapters. All right. So this is our adapters, the ones that we're growing all of this stuff with. That's in the giveaway, all right? All right, you got, there you go. That's in the giveaway, set of adapters. Go get in there. All right. And then we're going to do this. Let me count real quick. All right, so you get 3 of the bottle adapters and the 8 pack of seeds. We'll do a couple of those. We'll do this when you got 4 minutes. 4 minutes in the giveaway. Here we go. I found it. Okay, somebody pre-bid the first one up to $4. It's going to start at 4. The next one will start at $1. All right. All right, here's the first one. It starts at 4. 5 seconds. Go. Three adapters. Miss J, congratulations. Ready, go. 3 adapters and seeds. OMF, congratulations. Got more seeds. Building on cake adapter, Coke adapter seed. Yep, Robin, congratulations. Thank you, Hummingbird. 3 minutes on the giveaway. And welcome to all the new people that keep popping in here tonight. Psycho Case, congratulations. Here we go, trying to stay out of the way of the gnomes. Wayo, congratulations. $7, good pickup. $8, pony up, congratulations, good pickup. This right here, guys, I think that's $16.99 on Etsy. And I sell those all day long over there. All right. And in this, we were selling this for $9, $9.99. So $10. So that's what if you go, and I don't sell these on Etsy. They can't even get this on Etsy, but over here we had it for $10. So that right there, if you go on Etsy, is $16.99. And you guys are getting a good deal. That's why I said somebody was going, can I go over there and do the buy one, get one free? I'm like, you're getting a better deal here because I sell one of these. These things take like an hour to print. I sell one of these for $16.99 on Etsy all day long. And I gave them, this is their special 1, get 2 free. Right? $16.99. Somebody just got that with the seeds for $6. There you go, running. Got a couple more. PK, congratulations. Ready, go. See, 8. MS, congratulations. Jess, Miss Jess. And go. Is this number? Nope, number 9. We're probably going to 10. 7, Joellen, congratulations. Great pickup. Ready? Last one. Ready? Go. Yeah, heck of a deal. Robin, congratulations, $9. Awesome. Cool deal. No, that's why I like doing this over here. I can't do it like for all. We get 4 to 5 times the amount of sales like our Etsy sales. So I can't do it for like everyone, but the people who like come on over here, I just have fun. You guys come on over. The first time you come over, most people are getting $15 off, like the first purchase. To me, that's like cool. That's like we're giving, and I don't have to pay for that. Whatnot's doing that just to pull people over here. So it's like you guys get a free $15 credit to shop with. And then I can do some special deals on that. Like I said, I can't do it for everyone. If I just did that on Etsy, I'd just be working for free. But this is cool. I like coming over here. All right, 13 seconds, guys. We have the gnomes calm down a little bit. Gibby, who's going to win? T. Levine. T. Levine. You won the Gibby. And the bell. Congrats. Guys, it's midnight here on the East Coast. I love the gnomes. Thank you. The gnomes love you too. I didn't mean to stream that long tonight. Like I said, I was in slow motion because we were just enjoying ourselves at St. Augustine. This has been fun. I always enjoy hanging out with y'all, doing giveaways. I'm going to get some more Amazon gift cards for tomorrow, and then we're going to do more seeds. Did y'all like the big bags of seeds that we did? I mean, this is basil, which that's a lot of seeds because basil is a small seed. This is what we did earlier for you. People are just popping in right there. Broccoli, that's a lot of seeds. So when y'all say goodnight, for the people who didn't watch the demos, people were asking about this. I got a 20-minute video I'm going to run down here that gives you if you want everything you want to know about these adapters. I'm going to run it, and everyone can kind of say goodbye and all that. Peas, we gave those away. I think the peas are awesome. Guys like that. And no nutrients, no grow medium. That's awesome. Now we're growing the rest of this stuff, like Resourceful Living said, with no grow medium with these new adapters. So I love that. Once you guys like wash a couple of the pea gravel or the clay pebbles out, you do that like for months and months, I think you're going to appreciate not having any gravel to clean out. So you have basil and broccoli now. Yeah, we got the broccoli in. Basil, that's like from my stash. This is all the basil I had left. So I decided to give somebody, we did a giveaway. So that's a little bit of Thai basil, but so I'm not going to like that's not in the lineup. We don't have too much, but I don't mind like I said, I don't mind like having a giveaway and just giving some to some people. But guys, I'm going to run that video again. So everybody who hasn't seen it, I'm going to run a 20-minute. If you guys have seen it, we can all sign off, and I'm going to be back on tomorrow night. But I'm going to run that video, and if you guys can't see it, it's going to be on the bottom here. Swipe the screen left to right, and all the words will go out of the way. And let me see if I can share the screen again. Can we see it? Yeah, it's down on the bottom. Good night, Jan Lee. I'm going to turn the gnomes off. Have a surprise look. All right, guys. So this video is going to be playing. I'm going to be taking my stuff. You see me going in and out. But I love y'all. You can watch this demo. Is the sound on, that guys? Can you hear? Got it. And that's going to give you the demo on the peas. Get started and they'll grow to that. And then it's going to start off harvesting them. And then it's going to show you how to set these up too. All right. Good night, Joe Ellen. We'll catch you. Ernesto, no sound. Ernesto said there's no sound. I'll try it one more time. Could be like StreamYard and that kind of switched up where I got my sound going. All right, it's going to my Roku. All right, let's try this, guys. All right, sound on now? Nope. All right, let me turn this down. One second, guys. I'll get it back. Is it echoing where you're all at? Yeah, hey, we'll get there. I think it's my internet lagging real quick. It took a little while to get the first one started. Alrighty, there we go. See you tomorrow, Robin. Pony up. Sanchan. Thank you for cheese. Thank you too.
Sealing it with decoupage because spiders poop.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't think about that. Just like ours in the
Not
bathroom.
even put the pillow.
You put it in until they
I got
poop.
it. Quite a bit of it died. I found this. It's pretty freaking cool. I don't know how I'd attach it though. See, I don't know how you attach it to. I don't understand that.
Super glue.
Something, but
Was it
it's
$4?
got,
Yeah, just get it.
it's got a lot of high reviews.
I get it. We'll play around with it. What did I see? The auction 1204. Guys, if the words are in your way, just swipe the screen and the words will go away.